Every time the audio on this doesn't work. Why? Why, audio? I actually came in just after you finished those jokes. Also, they can't hear you because the audio's not working again. I can fix this.
So I put garlic in my popcorn, and it's delicious. Right inside out.
Hey, that came through on Twitch.
There we go. Yeah, got the setting. Now they should be able to hear you. You make the thing. I don't know why it does that. It's very frustrating, OBS Studio. And I feel like there's probably a reason, and I just don't know.
Fancy.
Anywho, we're streaming now. Just thought of it.
Hello, everyone.
So, Elder Scrolls. Last time, you guys made your way from the desert. Went to... I didn't have enough time today to get to the equipment, by the way, that you guys got at the bandit camp before you left.
That's all right.
Made it to a city where, just outside the city, you encountered like an archaeologist and her two bodyguards who were, I don't know, it's weird, I guess, and they were worried about the Daedra that's following you around. You stopped at the city and you said goodbye to Wynn's parents. You sold some of that equipment that I just didn't set enough time aside for. Sorry. And then you continued on down the road up into the foothills of the Geral Mountains, where Sancrator is. On the way, there was a small village that was in a hubbub as you went through. And the people were exclaiming that the mayor was helping cultists of Vermina. It was quickly looking like it was going to descend into violence. And so Vale, using his natural presence, jumped up above, like grabbing on a post or, hopping up and projected. And, like, if there's one thing that's impressive about Vale, it's that he's actually quite good at giving a speech to a crowd. He managed to speak to their sensibilities and to diffuse the situation. Instead of this criminal procedure against the mayor, they're going to have elections coming up here in a few days. Someone went to sneak off to investigate the mayor's home to see if there's any truth to the allegations. Heard some things going on, suspicious. Basically confirming your suspicions, though, about the cult of Vermina. Fooling no one, really, though. The mayor had a talk with Razor. You discussed, in very vague terms, this sort of support for Vermina. Later that night, we also had a weird ritual with a book. And later that night, Razor set off, being followed unbeknownst to him by Neo, where he came upon a shrine, a Daedric shrine. You're on an overlook, looking down to it, and you can see the twisted kind of display that is Hermaeus Mora. There's a scattering of stuff down there open books, closed books, all sorts of books.
Mm-hmm.
Books on their edge, books laying on the back, but some books,
To use
as they do.
patrol.
Yeah, there's 2 dead bodies as well. 2 dead people down below.
Neat.
What do you do?
Well,
I'm going to start with you.
let's see. I guess. I guess I'll approach and see what the hell happened. How'd these people die?
Give me. You could pull back and go around, or
Right.
you could go straight down this. Not a cliff face necessarily, but it is rather steep and rocky.
I'll go around.
Pull back and go around. I believe you lost your perception test against Neo.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
So I'm going to leave that be. You,
very
Neo, you
handy
see
way.
this happening. As he looks down from your position, you also get to see this shrine. You maybe don't make out quite as many details, but from your view, but you do have keen eyes. Then you see him pull back away from the thing and start going around.
Make a mental note of where this shrine is located, and then continue to follow Razor.
Awesome. Back at the town, in a barn of somebody's barn, one of the villagers, maybe owned by the town, communal barn. We have 3 sleeping buttes. As the eye of the beholder, whatever. Let's start. I'm gonna Vale. Yeah. You find yourself behind a counter full of food. You can turn and look behind you, and there's like this whole almost like industrial scale operation of people in barges unloading food behind you. And you turn and look, and standing in front of you is this line of happy people who are just partaking of food, and you're there handing it out to them, and they're thanking you, and you see behind you, maybe over your shoulder, the big, it's the Cathedral of Mara, and the priests are walking around, helping people as well, and giving very, very approving nods and gestures your way. What do you do?
I mean, I take the food to the people, right? I grab some
You
from the
didn't.
counter. I start wandering over there. I look for who looks the most hungry.
There's
and
a happy party breaking out, and people are all exchanging food with one another. One of them comes up to you and tries to get you to dance.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a long time.
It's been a long journey.
Not been particularly happy like I feel the world should be, and this is how I feel the world should be. So dancing and feasting, I dance with whoever comes near.
Since Razor's missing at the moment, I'm gonna go to you. No, you. Bertolus. Because it's different on the stream versus this. Anyway, Bertolus.
Yo.
You're back in Daggerfall. You have everybody's patting you on the shoulder as you come walking in. So they open the gates and you come strolling in, and your dad is there, and he's nodding approvingly. He's like, "Thank you, son. You did it. My one last request." do you do? What do you say?
Thank you, Father. Thank you for believing in me.
He's also, you notice he's standing up straight. He's glowing. His facial hair looks really nice. If he has facial hair, I guess.
Sure, yeah. He gives me a hug,
You know?
which is abnormal, but
Yeah. Well, is that yeah?
It feels
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Feels great. You feel good.
And my grandmother there, my grandmother Berith, she was the one who was a knight of the dragon, and she knights me for my deeds.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah, this is
It's a
great.
hell of a dream right there. All right,
Right?
Ron
Yeah.
Weasley.
Dang. Yeah, I'm excited for where your character's going. This is gonna be great. Back at the shrine. Sorry, Christina. Yours is more dramatic.
What?
It's gonna be more. We got to do you last. Back at the Razor, you make your way around.
Okay.
Still unbeknownst about Neil over here.
Yep.
Make your way around. You see there's some trees around. It almost looked like, and now you see to the side, it almost looks like there's like living space here. There's like a lean-to and like a bedroll. There's, in fact, two of them. You think you see, it's pretty cramped in there, but you think you see two bedrolls.
That's not surprising. There's a lot of people who stay close and try to maintain these Daedric shrines. But yeah, I'll take a look at the bodies and see how they died.
Neo, you watch as Razor. Go ahead and make a scholar check. You want to see how they died. Neo, you see him move forward into this kind of cement carved into the ground, sort of with Daedric symbols on it. See him walk out there and start checking the bodies. What's your?
Just gonna watch. Gonna keep an eye out, probably for him as well as on him.
Cool. Can you roll perception for me?
Yes.
Razor, you. Let me look at what you rolled. You start examining these people. One here appears to be physical. There's blood. A little bit that's pooled here, and a slash across that starts upper neck that kind of cuts down, gets caught on the. You think maybe wedged down and got the heart through here.
Right.
The other person looks magicked to some degree. Yeah. Well, I guess. It's electricity. Yeah, electricity.
Somebody got zapped.
Neo. You're watching this as he's looking at the bodies. You swear to God, you see the statue of Hermaeus Mora move. Back to the Christina. Hi, Christina. What's you're back with your family. Look at you. Back there with your family. You're muted as well. Look at you back with your fat family muted. Everybody's silent. Nobody says anything.
Nope, nobody says anything. It's all miming, really. We are a group of miming.
It's one of those. There's very powerful music playing in the background as good
Oh boy.
original sand Redguard music with a hint of Yokuda, whatever that means.
I mean, that's the ancient area that my people came from, so yeah. Side note, I've been doing a lot of research on Redguard. But,
cool.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time, but I think, given who Wynn is, she realizes that a lot of things are off. Knowing like what has happened or
This
led
is
to
this is hard to accept.
Yes, this
It's
is
way too
very
happy.
hard to accept. It's too happy, especially
Okay, so
given
maybe
the current way that she's thinking. This
yeah,
is not
yeah.
what reality really is.
I like that. So instead, this is the dream you start having,
Hmm.
and Wynn's like, wow, this is just this must be a dream. What would be a dream that would feel good to Wynn that she could believe, even if she felt it was a, when you wake up in the morning you're like, that's just a dream, but what is it actually?
More realistic is like, the departure of like her saying goodbye to her dad and it being really heartfelt, and kind of like speeding through like the eventual like win of the good guys, like we do our thing, we do very well, and then her realizing that she is kind of in love with a certain compatriot of her group, and she realizes like, oh crap, I'm kind of in more than I think I am.
Yeah. So the others are in your dream then?
Yeah, the others are in my dream. It's like it's a more realistic approach to like what is going on and things happening
Everybody gets along pretty well with one another. You see everybody interacting. You freaking see Neo smile.
and it's a beautiful smile.
You see like Vale. He's like he's maybe grown up a little bit or something. He just seems
More worldly,
more assertive, more
leadery.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, more leadery. Yeah. But he's just like absorbing, I don't want to get too far into it, but you see Razor over there walking around, instructing people, and yeah, it's a good times.
A lot of good.
What do you do?
I kind of bask in everybody's like competency. Like I see everybody grow and become the people that I feel like they can be, and then becoming like the people that they should be. Like I have Razor who has kicked his alcohol addiction and has like like is being a good teacher to other people that I feel like he is. Berthless is being this really good leader, very like a lot more self-confident than he is. And Neil Ilfineth being a little bit more open to emotion or displaying emotion and maybe holding my hand like as a public display of affection. And Vale just being this really good leader that a lot of people are following and believing in. So it's more about them than it is about.
But you're literally standing there. You're just staring at. Okay. Yeah. Bertolus walks up to you, and he's like
his swagger.
It's good that we're here to be united and to keep help each other out. And then his eyes flicker, and his irises take on a multicolored hue. It kind of comes over his face, and he goes, "Something's wrong." And then shakes his head, and the color goes away, and he's like, "Yes, when we are together and we stand in unity and we vote in unity."
Something's wrong?
What?
You said something was wrong.
Back to the shrine. Back to the shrine. Yeah, you swear to God you see that moving. What do you do, Neil?
Daedric shrines aren't usually supposed to do that. Those are normally made of stone, and they can talk to you, but they don't move. So, I'm going to sneak up to Razor, mostly unconsciously sneaking, because that's my natural instinct here, and like tap him on the shoulder. May or may not startle the daylights out of him.
Is the tap Yes, you perhaps. Yeah, what do you get tapped, Razor. You're standing there. You feel. You're checking these bodies, and you feel.
Immediately flip around, lightning crackling from my hands, and I'm like, Neo.
So that depiction of Hermaeus Mora just moved like toward you ish.
Yeah, as you're pointing at
Oh,
it and
no.
talking, you look. There might be a spell or something in this area because it starts to kind of shimmer a little bit, and there's almost like this weird vortexy polar. I posted the thing in. I think it posted.
Oh, are we
We're gonna
doing that
figure.
now?
Yes, this is the moment.
Okay. Oh boy.
On here, I'll post the text as well. One sec, people. Give me a moment. There's got to be a better way to do this, but we're just gonna.
Should we do jazz fingers?
Should have stayed in my hiding spot and let whatever this is happen to just Razor. Next time.
Right.
Funny that you think we'll live to see the next time.
Positive thinking.
Hermaeus Mora's kill count
general.
is pretty high, but like, you're a scholar, you'll probably be fine.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna play this thing now. This is Jen Hermaeus Mora speaking.
I am Hermaeus Mora, knower of the unknown, master of the tides of fate. I have been watching you as your company has been traveling the realm, carrying that thing. Here in this place, you can gain much knowledge, but first I ask for your aid. Retrieve my loyal servant, Jaden Bolt, who studied here and may be helpful to you. It seems she has been taken by followers of Vermina. Go forth, follow their trail, retrieve Jaden from their captivity, and return her here. I have many books in Apocrypha. Serve me well, and I will reward you with something useful.
Fucking knew it.
So
Ah!
Alright, well,
that was the thing.
that sounds easy enough. Shall we, Razor?
It sounds easy. Is it easy? No.
Look, it's just
You're
killing
dreaming.
people, and we've done that before.
I'm a little picky on who I kill.
Eh.
I'm a connoisseur of killing.
Well, not a simple ask, but we do need information. So,
Hermaeus Mora has a lot of that.
yeah. So I guess this is what I'm doing.
Well,
Yeah, what are
I
you
know
doing?
which window we can use to get in, but we should probably get the others. There's, I think, at least 4 followers of Vermina in that house.
I suppose. All right. Well, suppose we'll go back.
Going back?
Oh, that was a lot more pleasant than the rumors about Hermaeus Mora would
Yeah, the
have led me to
portal.
believe.
The portal.
I'm curious as to what rumors you've heard.
There's a lot more tentacles involved, I think.
Eyes and tentacles, yes.
Yeah.
I suppose rather unsettling is a term.
Rather might be an understatement for most.
Though I will, gotta admit, knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
I want to say something, but I don't actually think I know. Never mind. Carry on.
You guys just leave? Is that you?
You're
Headed
on
straight
mute
back?
there,
Oh,
bud.
I'm sorry. So that was muted for a while. Which is stupid. So you guys are just gonna leave?
I'm going to go ahead and cover these guys, the dead
Cover 'em.
bodies.
There's also books and a small camp over there. Small.
I'll stack up the books and carry them with me.
Okay. Potential book titles. One sec. Let me just consult the Book of Knowledge.
You're just gonna take the offerings to Hermaeus Mora like that?
Is
You
this
sure that's a good idea?
Who's the expert here?
Hold on.
I mean, on Hermaeus Mora, you. Just, I'm not involved.
Listen, I'm sure Hermaeus Mora has a dozen copies of each of these books, and dozens more that don't exist.
Apparently my audio sounds bad.
When you were turned away, yeah.
When I was turned away, is it better now?
Oh,
Shit. Sorry.
you did just robot there pretty hard.
Yep.
And Twitch is a little wonky.
Oh. Discord's exploded.
Oh, we're back. From outer space.
Yeah. Twitch. Wait, people, how do I sound? Is it weird? Can I listen to myself?
You're better now.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Dean says that you sound fine.
Yes.
Good enough.
That's good. Good enough.
If Dean says you sound fine, then you must be fine.
Sorry. Distracted right when I was already getting distracted. Boop, boop. Oh, no, not those ones. You see, like, Doors of Oblivion, the Wabbajack.
Oh boy.
You mean Jabberwock?
Where were you when the
No.
dragon broke?
Wabbajack.
Wabbajack.
Yes.
And
It's such a silly weapon.
Confessions of a Dunmer Skooma Eater.
Hey, there you go. Maybe that one will help you.
Yep. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, you start making your way back then. After with the
I'm gonna vanish into the night again. Just know that I'm around.
Just make a sneak check and remember the result if it comes up.
If it's relevant for any
All right.
reason.
Dreamers. Hey, Bertolus, you're here. You're there's your dad. You're getting knighted. Is that it?
Oh, maybe, some of my other families there, maybe some that have passed along my nana.
Yeah. Bielo line.
Yeah,
I was looking at these just earlier.
The picture was kind of broken up.
Line,
That's fine.
something like that. Something noble.
Yeah.
Grandmother Bereath was the strict one, and Nana was the fun one.
Nana.
Yeah, there. Is your mom around?
I think she would be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes up to you and she puts her arm on your shoulder, the same shoulder that got knighted, not however many dream minutes ago. And she's like, Bertolus, you You have accomplished so much. We are all with you together.
Thank you, Mother. That means so
Everything
much to me.
is right, and we should continue how we've been. Yes?
Of course.
Yes. Vale. Yeah, there you are dancing in the street with the person, and everybody's starts dancing together and moving around in groups, and everybody in kind of this like you're just making dance moves up, but everybody seems to follow the dance moves exactly as you're. Yes, exactly as you're doing them. So it's like this weird kind of synchronized dancing thing that's going on around you. You just keep dancing?
I'm just going to make up dance moves for the next 15 minutes. Just that sounds good.
Yep, okay. All right. Win.
Because he said something was wrong, and then he pretended nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go to the next person, who I believe is the most truthful of the entire group. And so I go up to Neil Lilfanath and I'm like, what's going on?
She's there. She's happy to see you. What's going on?
Boy.
Oh, so many good things. Win. So many good things. Win.
There you go.
But there's something wrong
very
here.
Happy to see you. Come, sit with me. No, we are together. We don't quarrel between ourselves anymore. See? Razor and I. And Razor's like, yo, bruh! I'm a cool mage guy.
Roll.
Look at me.
Oh
yeah. Neil and I were best friends, yo.
Yeah. No.
There you go. There's your first sign that there's a problem. Razor and Neo are friends.
There's something wrong, and then pretending there wasn't anything wrong. If there's anything, he's like the king of wrong. Like, if there's something wrong, he's gonna keep going.
King of wrong.
Next to the dance moves.
God damn.
So I'm gonna roll. Can I roll to disbelieve what's going on?
Yeah.
Although, like, I'm having a hard time because Neil is like,
I'm down with.
And I'm like, aw.
I'm very happy to be here with you.
Just roll. Just roll.
Yeah,
just
not as happy as I think you would
just
be.
Make a roll.
Just a dry roll?
Yeah.
Hold my hand and sit with me by the fire with our friends.
Can I do...
That's
Can I add 2 to it and say there's a story about this? About maybe like a Hansel and Gretel story where they come across a witch's cabin and it's all full of candy and it's just too good to be true.
Yeah. So in your dream that you're having right here, you look up and you see the story that you were just thinking about happening. And it just doesn't, you're like, wait, that's a story. You recognize it as a story. The other weird thing about it is that there's like oasis trees like sprouting out the top of it. And like expanding further away, you see perhaps sand or something. So yeah, what do you? This seems wrong.
And I yell. I was like, I don't know who you are, but I know this is not true. So I'm giving you a moment to get me out of this, or I will find a way out of it.
A win.
Yep.
In demands of Vermina, very bold.
I don't know who this person is.
You, yeah.
Fine.
It's fine.
Things keep shifting around you a bit, and then you find yourself really drowsy. Like you can't quite open, even though you really want to, you can't quite open your eyes. Oh, have you ever had sleep paralysis by chance?
No, but I know what that
It's kind of awful.
The haunting of
That's
Hill
what it feels like, though. Is that you can't really seem to. You're awake. You're aware of yourself laying there in the hay of this barn, and you just can't, like.
Oh, I'm gonna try though. I'm
Okay,
gonna
yes.
struggle like
Good.
nobody's business. I'm on the struggle bus. Beep beep.
All right, back to Razor and Neo.
Oh,
Beep, beep.
I'm suddenly so happy I didn't go to sleep tonight.
I'm not, but that's fine.
You guys are making your way back. You guys are making your way back towards the town. It's weird. You know, it's pretty close to the village. It's not that far. I mean, it's a little bit of a walk, but
Right.
the villagers don't know that this shrine is here. That's would be kind of surprising. And you kind of make your way, back towards the village. It's nighttime. Razor, where are you going?
I guess back to the barn. I suppose I should inform the rest. Otherwise, Neo will do it for me.
All right. You make your way over to the barn. You, you open the barn door or whatever, freaking how the doors work on a barn.
Barn.
And you go in. Wynn is standing there, eyes closed, stiff as a board. The other two are asleep.
Closed? I think it'd be creepier if my eyes were open.
Okay, well, like this. No, like hanging, drooping down. This is what happens when you go to sleep in a town with cultists of Vermina in it.
Right. Should have seen that coming. I was preoccupied. I guess I'll just try and wake them up.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I guess I'll just try and shake. You. I'll go for Win. Try and shake Win awake.
Start shaking. Wynn, you're laying there. You're aware of yourself laying in the barn. You can feel the hay pressing up against you.
I thought I was standing.
What are you talking about?
Oh, got
No,
it.
you're laying down.
You're laying down.
Got it.
You can feel, and then frickin' earthquake just starts rattling around. It's like you can feel your body being like jostled back and forth.
Oh.
And it's really loud in here, and you can't frickin' open your eyes.
Can I say something? Or
Yeah, sure.
God, what am I gonna say if there's an earthquake going on? It's like, take cover!
Neo, what are you doing?
Oh, well,
Vale's
I
dancing.
watched Razor go into the barn and look mildly confused, and then he moved off to the side
Yep.
to go do something.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any other movement in the village so far?
Would
Any
you
houses
guys
with lights still
have
on?
been sleeping with candlelight or some sort of light, or just in the dark? Anybody like to sleep with a nightlight of the three of you?
I don't need a nightlight. I usually use the stars.
No, it's dark in there. You don't really see much.
Awesome. Take a look at the
nearby?
chief's house. Wanna see if he has any
There's maybe a
lights
few
on.
houses. There's none a light, and you can see it. You can like just kind of do this and see where the mayor's house. From where you are, you don't see any lights coming from it. Roll perception.
I can do that.
You maybe think you see a flicker of light very briefly, but nothing conclusive. You don't see any. It doesn't happen again as you watch.
There's no movement. I'll probably go to the barn with Razor.
You take a look inside. You go in the barn, and Razor is standing there shaking. Wynn, who is, and then she goes, "Take cover!" and shouts. Bertilis and
Razor?
Vale roll perception on that.
What? Do I have an alchemy ingredient for this?
Smelling
I don't know.
yourself?
Greg's mad dance moves are pretty amazing.
So, knowing what you know, Wynn,
Mm-hmm.
where you're probably in a dream, you shout out, "Take cover," and you find yourself being accosted by the Razor, who was not the happy, cool Razor, and a kind of, maybe I don't know what his facial expression is exactly, but he looks, it's dark. Then
Are you angry?
Maybe, yeah. What do you do?
Ooh. Let me roll. What am I going to do? Odds or evens, Razor?
Vince?
Bertilis, you people shouting in the
I'm gonna attack.
thing wakes you up. You come out of your sleeping stupor. You're gonna attack? Win?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
You just punch him?
I'm just gonna punch him.
Yeah.
I go from an earthquake to an angry Razor, and I'm really discombobulated. So I'm gonna punch first, ask questions later.
Yes. This is, yeah.
I'm gonna laugh so hard on the inside.
Roll,
when this happens.
you're not trained hand to hand necessarily. So roll, it would be...
Athletics, physique.
I would
Brawl
let
is the normal skill.
Brawl is the, not
Alright,
fight, brawl.
Is that okay? I put it fight. I should probably just brawl.
I'm gonna dive on top of Vale. Somebody said take cover, and so and then I just dive on top of Vale.
Razor, Wind's gonna freaking hit you.
Neat. Okay, I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not.
I guess I'm gonna get hit.
Are you following through on this, Win? Is this?
Oh, because I'm so discombobulated. Yes, I am.
You don't defend yourself. There, it's gonna be damage.
Yeah, I see the fist incoming. I'm gonna use alteration to reflexively block that attack.
Oh. I was wondering exactly how this is gonna work.
Right.
You can spend one magicka to roll alteration. You can spend additional magicka after that to get a bonus on that roll. So you can sink more magicka into it and get more out of it.
Right. So I'll go for that.
Just one? Most of the time you're probably only going to need. You already have a good... Mark off a point of magicka.
Yep.
Nice.
As wind goes to hit you, when your hand deflects off of this sort of heat, you see Razor put up a hand real quick, and this thing of kind of shieldy light deflects off.
I really confused.
And I'm just gonna drop Win and let her lay on the floor. Okay, we're done here.
Neo, you see this happening, of course, as you're standing pretty much right there. Bertalis gets up, scrambles over top of Vale. Vale, you're dancing. One of the people freaking dancing with you just like tackles you right to the ground. You see Bertalis over top your face as he's like, people are wearing like party clothes, really nice kind of party clothes. You see Bertalis in party clothes holding on to you, like smiling into your face. What do you do?
Bertolus is definitely one of the ones that needs as much dancing as possible. So I swing by a table, grab some food, and shove it in his mouth and tell him to dance.
great.
Here.
Yeah. Bertalis, Vale he tries to get out of your grasp. Vale, you do find it difficult to get Bertalis more food as he's holding on to you the whole entire time as you're like tiptoeing your way, like struggling to grab stuff for him, and he's just like.
Bertalis, enjoy yourself. The food is here and the festival is here, and why the serious face?
Vale starts mumbling in his sleep, and then slowly gets a little more coherent as Vale, you start waking up. The world kind of shifts around you as you're like, to your face.
What?
So do I feel like I'm waking up though, right?
Yes, you feel like you're waking up. I think getting
okay.
I think, yeah.
Blink, blink. Is everything okay, Bertolus?
I don't know. Win? Why were you yelling? Why are we seeking cover?
There was an earthquake. Or there wasn't. I don't know. I look over at Razor. I'm sorry for trying to punch you in the face. I think.
I don't think you need to apologize for that.
You think you're sorry, or you're not sure if you tried to hit me in the face?
That's the second one.
Okay, well. Regardless, welcome back to being awake.
Yes. First sign of violence.
I look kind of shyly over at Neil Ilphaneth, and then I dart my eyes around elsewhere.
I mean, I thought it was a good punch, so you had excellent form. If he had deflected the way that he did, you would have hit him. Nothing to be ashamed about.
Blush. And then
Yes,
darkness.
hardly horror. Anyways,
we have
job to do.
We have a problem.
I think there's a lot of problems going on, but what is the most prevalent?
Well, namely,
I get off of a Vale.
Yeah. Namely, Vermina seems to be running roughshod over this town. And honestly, I wouldn't care too much about it, except that, like, now I'm kind of obligated to do something about it. So,
Why?
We found a shrine of Hermaeus Mora, and its worshippers had been slaughtered, and apparently one of them kidnapped. So, we are going to help.
on top of that, Vermina seems to be messing with us personally, so that's relatively unacceptable.
How is she messing with us?
Your dreams, I guess, that she more or less trapped you in.
It was pretty vivid, but it was very pleasant.
Yeah, I had a great dream.
It usually is.
Just
some
a dream.
people.
Wynn kind of shakes her head a little bit before she looks over to the side.
All just a dream. Cool.
It is too bad it was just a dream.
I prefer reality to any kind of dream that has been made up, be it good or not.
Yep, dreams never really do come true, do they?
I think Wynn, out of everybody, was doing the best at fighting Vermina off. So, good job.
But I almost punched you.
I mean, haven't we all?
I mean, yeah, you won't be the first and you won't be the last.
Mm.
Don't worry, Bertilus. You'll get there someday.
Wait, get where? What?
So, as it stands, when you get an A.
An A in dreaming?
Yes.
Ah. I can't say that there's parts of it that I didn't like. Casts a quick glance over at Neil Opheneth and back away.
Who
But
is not
overall-
looking in your direction at all?
No, thank God, because she's not subtle at all.
Uh-huh. All right. Right. Anyways,
I'm real confused. What's going on? What are we doing?
so we're going to go to the Cultists of Vermina and try and get Hermaeus Mora's acolyte back.
Jaden Bolt.
All right, that seems easy enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to ask nicely and hope that that is enough.
Oh,
If it's not, well, I can't promise that this won't get violent.
cool. Okay, well, give me a minute.
Isn't this town run by the Daedric Prince of
Well,
Trabing?
This town is run by a mayor who follows the Daedric Prince of Dreams, but yeah, well, it's like when one Daedric Lord asks you to go up against another, you just sort of have to pick and choose, I guess.
You can also say no.
Well, I could, except that Hermaeus Mora probably has knowledge that we could use.
Pertaining
That's a
to
very
what?
fair point.
Pertaining
Anything
to
and everything?
a vast array of subjects, both known and unknown. I have questions that need answering.
So if anything to do with the thing that you and Bertilus went and did the other day, you seemed a little shaken when you returned.
Maybe, as he drinks more.
So we're gonna try the not kill them first strategy, right? That's what I
Agree
heard.
with Vale. I don't like to just mindlessly murder people.
Brazier, when you drink, you hear whispers in your ear.
Oh no.
We should slow down on that drinking.
It's very faint, but I think I've noted it a couple times before. You're starting to notice more and more.
I'm just swatting a fly. That's all I'm doing. Anyways,
We are in a barn.
we should get moving. Gear up and get ready.
All right.
Hopefully we
So,
can do it peaceably.
You guys gonna let me do the talking then? Is that how this is going down?
I give a sideways glare at Bertilus.
I'm going to suggest that Vale do the talking.
Oh, right, fail. Okay. All right, I guess this time.
Already prevent the town from killing them once. You would think that would ingratiate them to him in some capacity.
All right. I feel like
Your dream about if you think you can. Never mind.
Sounds good. Let's go. Do I feel refreshed from my dream sleep, or tired, or normal, or what? Is it any different?
You feel as if you had gotten a few hours of sleep, maybe. You feel tired, but also probably a bit of adrenaline / from being woken up like you did. And,
aggressively.
And just the general feel of the group probably is enough to counteract feeling tired.
Sounds good.
Neo, you got any coffee?
No.
Dang it.
I have a very bitter root that might help you wake up a little bit.
You guys drink the last of
Sure,
your
let me
coffee.
chew on that.
Okay. Rustle in my bag. Pull out a gnarled looking root.
Neo wouldn't steer me wrong. I start chewing on it.
Just one bite. Oh my god, don't eat it.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Do you
Oh,
want to
oh.
die?
Isn't that death
What?
root?
Is this
Give me that
poisonous?
What did you give him?
Ginseng.
What's his effect?
Ginseng.
Bertella starts spitting on the ground.
See,
was
you're
it
more
just
awake
a
now, aren't you?
bitter root?
Isn't that death root?
You trying to kill me?
No, I
Neo.
told you, just one bite. You weren't supposed to
You didn't. You
deconk
said
it.
chew on it.
But are you more awake now?
Yeah. Fear of death does that.
It succeeded.
Thanks.
Yeah. You guys quip
Now
up.
Neo's had her fun.
You can look at. You can take your time. You can decide. It can also just be fluff if you want.
I mean, I don't think it has to be. The whole point was to scare him into awakeness with that.
Perfect.
So it's
worked.
literally just a vegetable root I have found during our scavenging.
Perfect. And then everybody's grabbing their. You armor up. I'm assuming, or those of you who have. Wait, do we have much?
Yeah.
Not a lot of armor, actually.
I got
I
chainmail.
have very shoddy leather armor.
Get some chainmail.
Chain
Get
shirt,
your
I should say.
swords and stuff. All right. Yeah. Well, Win, you have a lot of swords. I feel right.
I need to get rid of shit. Yeah.
So what are you taking with you on this?
I'm just doing my 2 short swords that I have. But I'm not gonna have them unsheathed because I do not want to resort to violence of human people if we don't need to.
Human people. Cool.
I mean, their god was just kind of screwing with us.
Does not necessitate immediate death.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Talk first, then death.
I don't know. It just strikes me
I'll
that people who worship this,
If death,
Put this
one,
poison away, I guess, then.
maybe not the
Well,
best people.
While they're all getting their gear ready, I'm going to pull out one of those books and start reading it. Specifically,
casual.
Where Were You When the Dragon Broke? Haven't read this one in a while.
Very too.
No, more of a historical account.
There's actual dragons around here?
Not anymore, but it's more of a metaphor.
For what?
A while back, probably before any of you were born.
I'm interested. We have time.
Actually, I think Neil Ilfeneth might have been alive during this, but
Are you calling her old?
older than you, anyways. Still younger
I
than
mean-
me by leaps and bounds.
I think everyone here is younger than you by leaps and bounds, Razor.
Not my fault.
What is this dragon thing, and how does this have anything to do with the past? I'm quite curious.
Suffice to say that somebody back in the day tried to overthrow the emperor.
Isn't that common?
I mean, that seems pretty.
Humans do seem to enjoy that particular activity.
Well,
Every dozen years or so, I swear.
Has that never happened in your society, that a leader was overthrown?
well,
No, we got conquered pretty early on and have just kind of been with the Ultimary Dominion.
Oh.
Well,
Sad.
kinda, sorta. It's a thing. It's better than being conquered by the humans, which happened earlier. It's hard to defend a force that's constantly moving.
Yeah, Mary Dominion is not yet conquered.
Right. I
They don't
realized that as I said it. I was like, whatever, it's too late.
Because I've been lucky enough to have been a nomad all my life that conquering was not a thing that we thought of as a norm.
Well, that may or may not hold true for the rest of your people. You did apparently sink a city beneath the sea. May not
I
be
know.
conquering, but it is very similar.
Yeah.
We have strong ties to the people who supposedly did that, but as far as that becoming by a decade thing, it has become a very rare story that we learn from. A mistake that never should be made again.
If only all people learned from their histories in such a way, my own included.
seems like what we were taught is definitively against the norm, which is very disheartening.
What matters to us is the present. Shall we go make history? Hopefully not, though.
She looks like she's gonna say something, and then she holds her tongue, just nods.
The legends will tell in the future of how the hero, in the middle of the night, in a village in the mountains, had some crazy cult adventure.
Made up some sick dance moves, bruh.
Made up some really cool. So you guys, there's.
You guys want to hear about my drop and get cover move? It's great.
There's the mayor's house. Feels like obvious. That's where you heard the voices. I'm assuming that's where.
I mean, that's where we were gonna go.
Yep.
Cool.
As we get close to the house, I'm gonna break off and go over to the window.
Are we approaching? You're approaching stealthily. I'm gonna need a new sneak check.
Yes.
Sneak wherever you are down there.
Neil, should I go with you?
No, you're not ready yet.
Anybody else who wants to do sneaking, please do so now. And
Sneaking around what?
Sneaking?
Sneaking.
Do you want to sneak?
I mean, no.
Cool, don't sneak. Anybody else?
Because you can doesn't mean you should.
I horribly beg to differ. Just because you can 100% means you should.
Damn.
How many fights I've avoided by sneaking away from things?
Oh, dang. Freaking disappear. Too blind. You don't see it.
You almost got me.
So this is why I want a way to show the rolls or something, because I feel like that would have been a lot of fun if we could.
Right.
It's entertaining to watch, but they can't. You can't.
For the group, I rolled a 6. And Bertolus tried to see if he could see me vanish into the darkness, and he got a 5, so he was very close.
For effort.
But I
This
could not
close.
follow her.
Not good enough. So everybody else is just striding up to the front door of the mayor's house.
Yep.
Okay, there are no lights on. Well, that's the mayor's house. Maybe there's like a porch candle, or like there's like servant some candle on here or something.
Yeah, I'll have our Daedra buddy stay close to me.
Is this therefore they're rushing?
I sort of assume I'm just walking up to the door and knocking.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little late. Do you think they'll be awake?
Ugh.
They are like a dream cult, right? So they probably spend a lot of the time asleep at night.
Well, I think they should be awake.
You
If
knock?
they're not, we'll just open the door.
Well, better knock then.
Knock, 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 knock. There's a pause. Quiet night. And the crickets. Stand there some more.
Knock again.
Knock, 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 knock. The knocking, you hear a dog barking nearby. Bork, 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 bork. Echoing in the night through the
It's
village.
a Swedish
You
dog.
see a candle in the door turn on or something. Somebody turns on the porch light. And then you hear some stomping around inside.
Bowser! There's nothing out there.
You hear a latch being undone and the door opens, and standing there is like the mayor's wife. She looks Breton.
Sure. Excuse me, ma'am. It appears that we have urgent business with the followers of um, Vermouth.
Veracles. Yes, Veracles.
The one V.
She kind of blinks at you. Says, "I'll go get him," and closes the door. And yeah, then it's nighttime again. Some time goes by.
That seems like it went well.
How long time goes by? Because this really is dependent on how much my sleep deprived self.
A minute
Okay.
has gone by.
A minute is a long time. I'm guessing this is not a big house, right?
Yeah, not that big.
I listen closely to see if I hear anything.
Roll perception. Yeah. And you've got advantage over there, Neo. Why don't you go ahead and give me an additional one?
Still don't understand why we're here.
Oh, almost rolled on the wrong chat.
Well,
Boy.
one of the acolytes of Hermaeus
Oof.
Mora was captured, so we're freeing them and returning them to the shrine.
I don't think I have any aspects either that really apply to this. So Bertulus kind of leans into the door and puts his ear next to it. I don't hear anything. Is anyone in there?
Let me roll.
The door opens, and the
All right.
mayor is standing there.
Oh, hey, hi. And then I step back and let him push Vale forward.
Oh, it's the middle
Yeah,
of the night.
Good evening, or night, yes.
I was having the most pleasant dream just a moment ago.
Imagine so. But it appears that there is urgent business of that we are in need of retrieving an individual by the name of Jaden Bolt.
He kind of looks at you, glances around, and says, "Come inside. Come inside." And then looks back at the rest of you, and is like, "Are they all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're here as a group.
Are these your bodyguards?"
We're together.
Sure.
No, of course they're my friends.
Why are they armed?
They are often in situations where
Is
defending themselves
this
is important.
what explains your...
Yeah.
Why?
No, what?
I mean, would you ask your friends to go unarmed into unknown territory?
To my house?
I mean, the other option is they force their way. I'm not even there. What am I? Don't worry. That's fine.
He raised his voice a little bit, and you can see more like people. Neo, you notice in a house nearby some moving and shifting around. You also, in like the lower, maybe there's like a window that goes. There's clearly a basement. You notice, you percept. It's clearly a basement, and you also see a shadow kind of move across the lower part of the window. That apparently goes to the basement. Basement has a window.
Are you
No,
asking if my companions should leave their weapons outside?
Looks around again. Either you come in or everybody leaves your weapons here. I just feel... make up your mind quickly. I guess I cannot stop you if you're going to force yourself in.
What, is there something out here you're worried about?
We're waking up the neighbors.
Well, you're shouting.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Because you're shouting.
You have weapons, and you're trying to get in my house in the middle of the night.
I mean, if we tried to get in your house, we would be in your house by now.
Yeah, really. I mean,
So either come in
I look over at Bertolus like,
or stay outside.
Well, I'm going to leave that up to them, and I step inside and you all do what you want.
Looks at
Yeah.
you, the rest of you.
I'm gonna.
I point at Wind, and I'm like,
You see him counting 1, 2, 3,
Do you
and
want
then
me
he
to?
looks out into the shadows again, and
You want
kind
me
of.
to go in
Hey.
or stay out? Stay here. Stay here.
you
Okay,
stay,
got
I
it.
go.
Got it. Yep. Sounds good.
Wait, can I bring? Did you want me to leave this? But as I'm like walking in.
As long as it doesn't seem.
He says, "Please."
Oh yeah. I'll hand Wind my blade.
Sure. Okay. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm gonna hold on to it.
You have no
yeah,
need
I'll-
of the shield, my friend.
I don't
makes
ever
it-
think he takes that off. So
No, it's part of his armor.
It's
It's
bolted
actually
on
it's
to my arm.
it's slung on my back though. It's not like
Oh, okay.
I'm not. Yeah, it's just on my back.
Okay. Yeah, good enough. He says, but he still says it.
It's a good backrest. You know, not a lot of chairs have a good backrest. Back problems.
So
Back.
what do you know about this Jaden Bolt?
Inside, yeah, Vale. You, his wife looks like she's moving around. She's like starting up a little fire in their chamber pot area, whatever.
What?
Not the chamber pot. That's
Hearth.
yeah.
gross.
Gross.
Gonna be delicious.
I'm
But-
eating right now,
It's
Casey. Don't do
it's
that.
tea.
But the house smells great.
You know,
You start boiling some tea in the cooking pot. Whatever.
cooking pot. Sure.
All right. Anyways, moving on.
And you say, Bertolus, you come in the rest of the way. He shuts the door with the rest of you outside.
Sure.
Are you coming in?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Reason?
come in. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna tell our Daedra to stay outside and don't do anything.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I have the Daedra. Yeah. Staying. Okay. We'll stay outside. Won't do anything. Your sword?
Yeah, I'll give my sword to the Daedra. Yeah, hold this. Stay out here. Don't do anything.
Okay. You go inside.
Maybe amend it to help me fight people.
No.
No,
You'll be
great.
fine.
Thanks.
You can
Thank
use them
you.
as a shield.
Oh.
Feel free to hide behind him.
What do you take me as, Bertillus?
Shut the door.
I think you said Vale wrong.
Kevin, guard the door. No, if I say that, he'll basically kill anybody. I was protecting the door.
Just like you said.
The
Should've been
village
more
is too
specific.
close to this door, so I had to destroy the village.
Right. The village was too close
Yeah.
to this door.
You step in. Then you go inside, right? Yep. And you go.
Oh.
Yep.
Did I hear this very long, awkward exchange between both parties?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I think it's better for you to hear. Yeah. So in response to that, as you know, Razor's saying whatever outside, the mayor says, "Vale, Jaden Bolt, you say Bolt? The name sounds familiar. I would have to check my records. Please have a seat." Outside is Razor, and then Razor steps through, closes the door behind. When the Daedra drops the sword on the ground and then looks at you
Why?
very quietly, says, "Don't do anything. Sure is a vague command, isn't it?" And then he looks back to the door where Razor just walked through.
Well, I'm gonna pick up that sword. I guess I'm dual wielding for whatever might happen.
Yeah. Inside, yeah. He says, sit.
What
You
I just
see,
said.
sorry, Neo, you see the Daedra drop there. Right, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Bertolus, Razor. He gestures at a table that has a number of seats around it.
I mean, I take a seat and
It's a small. It's like one single large room with a set. There's a door to a bedroom, and then you can see, like, a door, another door that presumably maybe leads downstairs.
I will take the seat, if I can, that is least exposed to windows, doors, or stairs.
Stand by the door leading downstairs, presumably.
Yes. One moment. I'll be right back. And he. Let me go check my records. Goes downstairs. As the wife. She continues to.
So, last time I snuck about this house, there appeared to be a window on each side, and the
Yes.
side that had our spooky conversation seemed like it was a separate room.
Bedroom, perhaps. Yeah.
Have I heard anything out of that room so far?
And you kind of position yourself so you can see that?
Yep.
You see through it there must be light. So there's the bedroom and then the main room. The door is open between the two, and there's light that's maybe coming into the bedroom from the fire that's been started in the.
Right. Does this window have glass in it, or is it like shuttered?
Shuttered. Yeah, it would be shuttered. Both. It has glass and it's shuttered.
Oh, well. Go back around to the front then.
Cool.
It's very hard to sneak through glass.
Time goes by. Those in the house make perception checks. Hey.
Wow, way to perceive, guys. Except for Razor.
It's fine.
Bertolus Vale. You guys, the wife is cleaning things up. You notice she's putting things away after she serves you some tea. And she hasn't said anything to you since she said, "I'll go get him," to Vale.
Does she?
She seems to, and she when she gives you the tea, she doesn't look you in the eyes.
So she doesn't react if I say I thank her for the tea?
Yeah, she doesn't really say anything.
Cool.
Maybe she nods and just goes about what she's doing. Waiting outside, time goes by. Neo, you're watching. You've had enough time to move to the side, move back, across.
Is there anything going on around the area that seems odd or out of place in this village?
People were waking up nearby, but they seemed to have maybe investigated what was going on, looked out, see what all the fuss was about, and now that it's quieted back down, looks like they're turning their lights out again.
I'm gonna sneak. That's what I'm gonna do because there's not much. I'm gonna attempt at sneaking.
Oh boy,
because there's something going on.
Is there you said the house
check.
probably definitely has a basement. Is there cellar doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with cellar. I think this place should have a cellar door. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Is it locked?
Can't tell from back here. You can go up to it, find out. Yeah, it is locked. You come up to it. It's locked there. You see a little.
Do I get to use magic for the first time in a long time?
Da, 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 da,
Okay.
Da. Oh, win. Oh, win.
That's okay.
That's an
so
okay stealth. Yeah, 2.
Stealth is 2 is fine.
So,
Yeah, Neo, you're going to ponder a spell here, huh?
well, I have Open Lock, the only spell that I know for some reason. Let's not worry
It's
about
for
that
opening
too much.
locks. That's the
It's
reason.
for opening locks, yeah. In case you forget your house key and you don't want to have to call the locksmith because that's expensive and time consuming. Anyway, as I put my hand on the cellar door to cast Open Lock, I probably hear Wynn with her 7,000 swords jangle around the corner or something.
Yeah. You could probably roll perception to see if you actually spot it.
Vale,
Vale, is it a
focused?
+3 mean you're drinking the tea?
It means I'm not drinking the tea.
You're not drinking the tea. Nice.
Probably a good idea.
Anybody else drinking the tea?
I've got my own things.
Yeah.
Notice.
You see.
We're so in tune.
Just peek my head around the corner and be like, "Psst, wait, come here."
Oh, okay.
I think I might. I think I might.
The shadow is talking.
When
I'm gonna go
something
towards
over
the
there.
Sounds like Neil
Trust the
Elfmaneth.
shadows.
So it must be Neil Elfmaneth, right? So I do that.
Yeah.
I go over to her.
Oh,
What was that, Aaron?
that's.
I think I drink the tea.
Later. Aaron.
Tastes like
it's
tea.
rude.
You hear on the stairs coming back up, step, 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 step. You can hear some papers. He closes the door and he starts kind of shifting through these papers and was like, yes, Jaden here was a villager, relatively new to town. Primarily was interested in rarely came into town, interested in not really the community, not all that involved, since that's why I didn't really know who they were. Looks here, though, it was reported that a week ago, Jaden went missing. See here? And points at the piece of paper. And, there's some documentation, some writing. It says Jaden... What's the last name? Jaden's last name? Bolt. Almost said Volt.
Mm-hmm.
Bolt went missing. Somebody came and said, "Hey, where's Bolt?" And there's a response that there was nobody seems to know.
So was that when your friends kidnapped him?
What?
He got kidnapped by the followers of Jerusalem. Correct. So that must have been when it happened?
Oh, Vale.
How that wouldn't... How could you know that? Did you see them do... They wouldn't dare.
Oh, please do go on.
Well, I will have a stern talking to them, and we will get this resolved. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Oh, stern talking to.
I mean, if you're gonna go talk to them, we'd be more than happy to accompany you.
No, it's not wise to disturb them in the middle of the night. I don't want them to be...
Sadly, we have to disturb them. Just say it's not your fault and say that we were being very insistent.
It's probably for the best.
He takes a small... it's like just a little carving. Stone carved animal. Sets it on the table. Everybody roll... Defense of magic.
Okay.
Is that a particular skill?
Hold on one sec. Let me look something up real quick.
Restoration of the door.
The lock outside. You are manage able. Did you roll that? Alteration, yeah, right there. 1. Hey, look at that.
And I'm tapping in Nocturnal Steps as the Daedric patron of thieves in the night to make that a 2 overall.
Can I also tap one of her aspects?
Oh, it's an easy lock, but breaks the lock.
Never mind. I won't tap her
Yeah.
aspect.
Dope. So I cast this magic very quietly, and then I'm gonna gesture at the cellar doors as I grab a dagger in one hand, pull it open. We're going in.
All right. Sucker for a person with a plan.
Yeah, going in.
That's plan's a very generous word.
We're back out of my element, so
It's okay. We'll be back in your element in probably less than a minute. And then you're gonna need those swords. All of them.
bring a lot of them. All of them.
All of the swords.
All of the swords. No idea what I'm doing.
It's okay. I don't know what I'm doing either.
I'm just, I'm going to go back to the classic. I tried to go away from this, but I think the thing I did where you roll equal to your current mental stress.
Cool.
God, I'm so glad I'm not there, because magic would screw me up, man.
It's the downside of being a purely physical beefcake.
But look
Beefcake?
at these guys.
Did someone say beefcake?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad we're talking about beefcakes. Anyway. Roll do those rolls. We got
Casey, read your DMs.
magic defense. 6, 5, 2.
Subtle.
Bertolus, take 2 mental stress.
I'll take 1 mental stress.
Because you're a
Oh, I see. You said that because Twitch said that. Okay. I was like, wow, secret plan's gone.
Perfect. So this thing on the table, a pulse of magic goes out, kind of knocks into you. Vale and Razor, you find yourselves, you feel it kind of wash over you, but it doesn't impact you. Bertolus, you're kind of shaken from the magic effect. And then the mayor kind of looks at the two of you who don't seem to be at all affected, and then goes, "Oh, shit." And he starts making for the stairs down. You're stealthing inside? There,
I am.
Neo and... Yeah.
Ding 2. Not
I'll
sure
take
how
one
good
more
I am.
new stealth roll from you.
The stealthy thing. Do I need to roll? Since she's stealthing.
If you want to stealth, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm capable of stealthing for the bullet. I guess if you gave me the big-ass sword, I might be able to. You know, that's...
If you were to maybe
what
take
I
your
expected.
time, you could stealth yourself in and then roll again to create an advantage. But that would take time, right? Because you got to do it, and then you got to...
We're going in.
Basically going in being like, okay,
Yep.
this coast is clear.
I mean, amidst the chaos, a 2 is pretty good.
Not bad.
Could I do I'm a warrior nomad and make it a +4? Warriors
You
can be
could.
stealthy.
Yeah, I think there's skill in being a nomad that translates to some amount of stealthiness.
Being light of
Very quick aside, there's many nomadic cultures gained martial prowess naturally, like the Mongolians and the Huns, and then they went and stomped other empires. So it makes sense.
Pretty hard.
And mostly had to do with
archers.
like horse. Yeah, she said.
There ain't no horses here.
But-
I have my own.
I fought the Kurgites, thank you. They suck.
We'll say it also extends to stealth.
Mountain Blade references, guys.
All right, so that means you
Welcome.
both get a 4.
Nerd!
There is over in this. So you come down into this first. You kind of land. There's along one wall is wooden wall. The floor here is packed earth. So you kind of land. Over on the other side is a cot with a person on it just above them, with a spinning crystalline thing that is being suspended by magical light stuff, energy. And it's kind of a low flickering, gives off a low flickering light. And that light is just barely enough to give me perception.
Yep.
To perhaps see what else is in here. You also have, don't you have
I messed it up. My stealth is 5, not 4. My bad.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's what you see.
Wow. Can I try?
I'm
roll
too
perception.
fascinated by the whatever the hell that is.
What's your initial? You jump in, you look around, you see, and then
I'm listening for other stuff.
Stop.
I'm like, cool, weird magic stuff.
Better.
Oh,
You come in behind Wynn as you see Neo kind of crouched, paused, looking and listening. As you kind of come in, you see over in the corner by the stairs that go up, there are 2 crouched people wearing kind of robes, and they have daggers. And they're kind of... What do you do?
Ooh, hold on. So what I'm gonna do?
please don't just run at them.
No, I'm not gonna run at them.
Okay.
I've learned from my previous mistakes of almost killing my dad. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna try to pull Bodhi's character back in the darkness so that we're not seen. So kind of like hide behind something and point those people out.
So you kind of...
Yep.
Hey, they're over there. I go, oh, cool. And I switch to my bow.
And I'm not sure if they're bad or not. I'm not going to attack them quite yet because I'm not sure. I'm just going to wait till they try to stab us first.
I am 100% attacking those.
I'm not.
That's okay.
Back
You
upstairs.
will when they come to attack me, so that's what matters.
That's true.
Yeah, just as you're starting to see these get pointed out for you, there's some commotion upstairs, and you hear, "Oh shit!" and thud thud thud. As upstairs, the guy tries to start running towards the thing. We're going to give first reaction to Vale.
Mild surprise. And then I think I'm actually going to start casting a spell just to kind of see. I'm going to do a detect life to kind of figure out who's actually all around now. That might be relevant. But I'm not chasing him down right away. I'm leaving that to other people.
Okay. Then, yeah, let's leave that to other... that's good enough. You detect all... See, the specific spell says... You may see the auras of nearby living creatures for the remainder of the scene. Down through the floor, you see kind of fuzzy auras. This is perfect. Right at the bottom of the stairs, there are 2. Further back, what you would judge to be like the very edge of the building, maybe a entrance to where the cellar doors are. You see 3, all right close to each other. There's then off to the one side, there's 1. Yes, off to a side. So that would
Okay,
release.
well that's yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to Bertolus.
Oh, well, I'm going to jump up and try to tackle that guy. And if we go down the stairs in the process, that's probably okay.
Okay. Roll tackle.
Oh, I think there's some more people down there.
Oh, and the wife in the other, who is now in her bedroom, and the door, you hear the door kind of shut.
It's a pretty good result for a brawl. So
he manages to stay just ahead of you for a little bit, gets to the door, throws it open, and you grab onto him and slam him into the side, and you're teetering there, standing upright on the edge of the stairs. I'm going to give that option to you. Do you push him? Do two of you all go down the stairs, or do you try to pull him back?
Well, I did hear Vale say something about people down here, so I will try to hold on up here if possible.
Okay. Razor, Bertles dashed over, and they're struggling right at the entrance downstairs. What do you do?
So yeah, I'm pretty close to the downstairs door myself, so I think I'll go ahead and attempt to. Yeah, I think I'll attempt to paralyze the mayor. Because that just seems like the thing to do.
Yes, I added some more. I got some journeyman level spells on there finally. I didn't get all the way through it, but got some.
So yeah, we'll give that a shot.
Oh, I didn't finish writing Paralyze. Keep going.
Tap here.
Oh yeah, that spell's gonna fail if you don't.
That sort of fits. I'll spend a fate point to tap Charming Drinker as I've been drinking this whole time.
Blankets.
Blankets are the best, man.
And yeah, just a bottle in one hand, cast the spell with the other to try and paralyze him.
Hey, bruh. You say no.
Hey, bruh. I'm super good friends with Neil Ilford.
Get paralyzed. You say you have to actually. I think it's a touch. Paralyze is touch. So you have to get up. He's being restrained there.
Right.
And you come running over. You reach out and grab onto him. So it's going to be 4 overall. He's going to roll. He freezes. Yeah.
At that point, I'll basically spend the rest of my action of like, you can deal with him. I'll go downstairs.
Bertolus, you probably noticed that as he freezes, his fingers start.
I feel terrible about this, but wait, like they're clenching up?
They're moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna break his fingers.
Okay, well, we'll do that in a moment here. Back downstairs to the two who are hidden by the.
She points them out to me and is like, "What do we do?" And I go, "Don't worry about it. Just protect me." And then I shoot an arrow at the first one I can see when I peek around the corner again.
Cool.
No, they're bad.
Yes, nobody hides in a corner with a dagger that has good intentions.
I mean, they might have good intentions, but that doesn't mean they're inherently bad.
Maybe Vale.
In my experience, yeah, they are.
Yeah, maybe he's just hiding back there. Like, I'm gonna offer them some cheese when they
I
get
would
over
like to give
here.
them a chance to fight. Therefore, they think that they have like some sort of advantage before I crush them. Give them hope, then crush it.
Well, then you should run at them. Pew.
I like this band.
I like sass. Pew.
You wanted them to think they had a chance.
Assassin and arrow.
You should have been the one to fight him. Oh,
Pew.
ignore that. I put that in the wrong chat. Moving to the correct place. Oh, and I put it backwards. I'm on fire right now, team. I'm so jealous
doing
of
great.
the blankets that I've just seen that my mind is boggled.
Or you're just too busy flirting. I mean, debating your character.
Oh boy.
You're gonna use your new stunt on that, aren't you?
Me? No.
No?
I switched.
Oh. So 4. He doesn't know you're there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 4 shifts plus whatever damage.
Just a steel bow,
think
so
it's
it's 1 additional damage, and they're glass arrows, so they have 1 armor pen.
Drop him.
He's down?
He goes down.
Yep.
He's not like he's splattered and like, oh, his head gets, you shoot him and he goes, ugh, and falls to the ground. The other guy looks your direction and then the shadow next to you kind of pops out, and a guy with a short sword
Nope, it's not gonna happen.
is going to get intercepted by wind.
No. Yep.
Can I spend a fate point to create the advantage surprise attacked for the enemy group?
Yeah.
Or at least the other guy in the corner that was
Situation
like, what
aspect?
the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy in the corner.
It's a little...
Is like the sword one-handed or a two-handed sword that I have of Bertoles's?
One-handed.
It's a one-handed.
Okay.
You didn't have to use it.
I mean, like, it's in my hand. Like, the rest of the stuff is, like, sheath
Oh.
because I have to carry both of your guys' fucking swords.
That's a lot.
I mean, there's a lot.
Uh-huh.
That's a 12.
You're a fucking treasure.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Well, hey, and you have a cool new stunt that if you wanted to use it, this would be a really good time.
Oh, that's right. Can I do Killing Stroke? I mean, I might as well go for broke.
You went from, we shouldn't shoot these people, to, fuck yeah, killing strike.
No, it's like this person's attacking my
Oh, yeah, good.
Friend.
Crossed the line. There's a difference.
interest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely just
friend.
good
But-
friends.
I'm in the friend zone right now.
So you slice at him. He's going to try to... Actually, no, he's not going to defend himself. He is going to use his attack on Neo. He's going for the attack.
It's determined.
Yeah. Roll a defense, Neo.
Here we go. Let's see if I can acrobatics my way out of this.
In case you don't, I'm gonna tap one of your things, and I'm gonna give you one of my fate points. Let me go all the way up here and look at your stuff.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm alright.
You barely dodge out of the way, Neo, as then wind steps up and you hear a whoosh of a sword. Hey, Win, this is the first sword that you've swung in a while that isn't awful. Isn't terribly, like, unbalanced. And maybe, I don't know if Bertoles has let you use it while sparring.
No, never has.
This Akaviri blade, actually pretty cool. Not bad. Much better. You like the feel of it a lot better. Anyway, back upstairs. Vale, you see the struggle, sort of, that's over by the door. Wife closed the door to the bedroom. You're there. You can see life. You can maybe even see some of the villagers next door.
Like, are there villagers next door, like, peering at this us?
I mean, if you look
Oh, with Detect Life, you mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with Detect
Yeah.
Life, you can see them through the
Just
walls.
looks at the window and
And there's,
sees
like-
some lady with hair curlers in a bathrobe being like,
Keep
I've
it
got a new
down!
pastime, guys. Wandering through random towns at night with Detect Life on to see what's up. Call
"Oh no,
me. I am here to gossip.
you,
good way
you're
to
for
find
detect
vampires.
life innocence."
No, there was the one life form that was kind of off by itself in the basement, and that's sort of where I want to head, because my guess is that that has the most prisoner vibes. And so I'm just gonna kind of get up and work my way around paralyzed Mayor and cautiously descend the stairs.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. So you cautiously start descending the stairs. Press. Roll perception. Press perception. Press the C button. Yeah, you see a guy hanging out, looking all surprised down at the bottom of the stairs. As you start kind of sliding between the Bertolus and Mare, and
Does he look like surprised I'm going to stab you, or surprised, hi, how are you?
surprised, he's looking the other direction. So neither of those, I guess. Surprised is in like, oh crap, my plans.
Oh, as in something else is surprising him, not me.
Yes.
Well, then I'll just kind of keep walking, I guess. If he doesn't say anything, I'll just, keep going towards that life form.
You come
Like
walking
that.
down the stairs. The guy looks back up at you, seems a little shocked at you just kind of coming down the stairs. And he's going to try to roll your current will. He reaches out to you. You feel a course of energy attempt to pulse through you. Some sort of spell that apparently can affect you, and he recoils a bit, holding a dagger aloft.
Excuse me, sir, do you know where Jaden Bolt is?
Oh, that boy.
Neo, Win,
The
You
boy
see-
ain't right.
Vale. Oh no, wait, I gotta give Bertolus and Razor a go first. So Bertolus.
Okay, so he is trying to waggle his fingers.
Yeah, he's.
Moving his body difficult at this moment.
You see his head kind of start to shift towards you, and he's struggling against the spell.
Mama said don't pull it out.
Oh, you're gonna break his fingers. That's right. You start.
Well, I'm debating now. I think I might just push him down the stairs, and then follow him down.
Okay.
Look out, Razor.
Razor. You see Bertolus giving the guy a shove.
Yeah, I'll step aside and follow him as he makes his way down the stairs rapidly.
Okay.
Yes, he's going to clear the path for us as we go down the stairs.
Neo. So you shoot the one guy. A person pops out of the shadows. Another elf. And Win. Then you look back over, and Vale, coming down the stairs, says, "What? Do you know where Jaden Stone is?" Or whatever he says politely. And then the mayor falls down the stairs right behind where Vale is, and kind of like props.
Oh my.
Yeah.
More importantly, did I kill the shadow person?
Yeah, they're
He's
toast.
dead.
You
Win.
did.
He's
You
dead.
did.
I don't know how much damage the sword has, but
Yeah, he's
Plus
You killed
6, and you heal 1.
okay.
I don't think you're damaged at all, but
Oh, that is not exactly what I expected, but it is pretty much where I figured that was going to go. So I will peek around Vale, wherever he's standing, being like, "Oh God, there's somebody falling down the stairs behind me," and shoot the other guy that was in the corner with the dagger.
and
Yeah.
guy falling down the stairs, is he dead yet? 'Cause I'm
hard to tell because he's like stiff
Sword?
and like propped up, like leaning straight bodied, like leaning against the wall. It's after he tumbled head over heels and landed.
He
And
kind of fell down the stairs like you would expect a mannequin would fall down the
yes,
stairs.
exactly. And he's like
Yeah, that's
leaning.
not ideal for him.
Yeah, very stiff
Hard to
and rigid,
tell.
just kind of tumbling.
there's still a person in a cot over to the.
Yes, with the crystal.
I'm gonna go towards them. And is Razor somewhere here? Do I see Razor? Razor is my go-to person.
I'm on my way down.
All
I
right.
don't know if you see me coming down the stairs following this tumbling mannequin man. But
I mean, that's a lot of noise, so I'm probably gonna look in that direction anyways, and I'm gonna like make eye contact with you and point to the crystal thing,
interesting.
and I'm gonna wait for somebody to tell me what to do because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I like how you had Bodhi's like, I'm gonna shoot him, and then we're resolving that, and before we even resolve it, you're just like, oh, they're probably dead. It's taken care of. Let's.
I believe in Bodhi.
You're right, but not by a lot.
Are you
I
sure you
believe in
want me to
no-
investigate your glowing rock? Are you sure you don't want to just chuck it at the wall again? For old time's sake.
I mean, if you want me to do it, I will.
No.
Vale, stay away.
I'm slightly better at catching than I was before.
Oh, it's hilarious. I regret nothing.
Only slightly.
You there's the girl with scholarship,
Sure,
Razor.
I'll
Is that?
scholarship that.
Yeah, all the foes are the mayor's in the corner. Bertolus, you see Wynn over there with your sword.
And a crumpled body.
Yep.
I mean, not crumpled, but homeworked body.
I don't
Specifically
understand, but
homework,
alright.
I think.
If you are paying attention to the chat, it's disemboweled.
Yeah, it's a euphemism for disemboweled now.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna.
That was quite the flip. You okay, Win?
I feel fine. I just never worked with something so incredible.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Indeed. Makes me feel like you have underused this.
Win.
Neat.
I'm supposed to be the murder lust one. I need you to calm down.
Is it
Maybe-
really murder if they deserve it?
Maybe give that
Yes.
sword back to Bertolus now. It is his, after all. We'll find you
Oh.
another masterwork sword that is not gifted by a very dangerous Daedra.
Yeah. Really debated cursing that thing.
It feels too good in my hands. Did you just, I mean, that was quite effortless. I didn't really have to even flick my wrist as much.
You should.
And when has you ever turned down good hard work?
I mean, when it becomes so easy.
What's going? I don't understand.
Yes, the
Bertolus
blade-
needs more help with killing than you do.
Yes,
I
yes,
think the blade is better in
magical.
his hands.
What?
Shush, Bertolus.
And I
Hmm.
need
Come
everyone
on,
to
just
settle down while I try and think about what the hell this thing is.
Do you
Everybody's
think
like,
that's Jaden?
you're Razor. You're like looking at this thing, and they're like, just like going off back behind you, and you're like,
Shut up.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Well, this is important too, okay?
Oh, dang,
I
man.
mean, homeworking somebody might be appropriate.
Yeah, the distraction makes sense for why I'm not doing too hot on this roll.
Yeah, and it feels bad, man, when you get the re-roll and you get the -2, and it's right on the cusp of being like, should I re-roll? Should I just take the +2?
Probably should have
Take the +2. I did the math.
Yep. Should have taken it, but I
But
decided to
there's a
roll it.
chance you could get much higher than a -2.
Right. So, yeah, nothing doing here. But, well, it's magic.
It's there. There is you are with a 3. You can tell that whatever this is an active, ongoing area spell.
Okay. Active ongoing area spell. The person being affected, is this Jaden?
She's asleep.
I'm going to assume it is. Well, I've done this once before. This might be a bad idea. Everyone, please hold. And I'm going to grab the stone.
Meanwhile,
Please hold.
in the
What's going on?
background,
Somebody, can I get
no
my
one's
sword
actually
back?
paying attention to Razor.
Nobody is paying attention to
Meanwhile,
Razor.
no one's even heard what I said, so I'm just going
You
to
know-
grab the
Yeah.
stone.
I mean, does somebody who is weaker deserve something so great?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Did you just
Whoa.
call Bertolus weak? He is anything but win. You've seen the hits that he can take.
If
What
the
he has
shoe
done
fits.
for Vale, for Razor, for me.
But
You
the
would
sword
call him weak.
obviously works better in my hands than his.
Are you deserving of it? If that's your opinion of the one who used to wield it.
Oh, wait, you guys are fighting over the sword.
I didn't realize we had to.
What else would we be fighting over?
I'm just surprised you're fighting at all, honestly.
Yeah, me too. Give me my sword.
Hmm.
I'm hoping to keep talking until something horrible happens to Razor.
Which will draw everyone back to the reality, but, you know.
I don't know about that. I'm real concerned about this sword.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes
There
gravity.
goes gravity.
Eh,
Win is like fighting in an internal struggle, and the Daedric princes are not helping whatsoever.
I'm gonna unsling my shield.
I'm freaking Daedric princess.
I'm sort of surprised at this, but I feel like I need to put a calm spell on Win.
I kind of think you do too.
So I'm gonna do that.
Oh.
Mean magic works really good on me. It looks like I'm ready to go against Bertolus for the right of the sword.
Roll your current will stress. Your current mental stress.
I'm getting ready to strike him. I'm like getting in a position to like deliver the sword tip first.
Can I?
I'm gonna use a fate point on that.
There we go.
Um, so it's gonna be a 3, but I mean, I guess it's just I was born to help, and I'm trying to help.
I need a.
Well, if she does succeed in attacking Bertolus, I'm going to spend a fate point so that she stabs me instead of him.
Oh no! That would be horrible!
Yes, it would.
No!
So
Anyways,
first,
I got a 3 on calm.
yes. First, I
Depending
need
on how that works.
Win. I need you to roll your current mental stress.
Oh, I don't have any good mental stress.
Well, everyone has 2.
Bam! 2.
I believe the way that calm works is that you take 1 mental stress, or you take shifts. Calm.
I think it's appropriate for me to take a mental stress.
You take 1 point of mental stress as you feel kind of feel tired almost. Kind of wash over you as Vale reaches out
I
touches
kind of
your arm.
wobble, and let's see. I kind of start to fall. I guess I'm gonna like not faint, but I'm gonna fall. Whoever is next to me, I'm probably gonna fall into them. But I drop the sword.
I immediately get the sword away from her and hand it back to Bertolus.
So-
Bertolus, you would note that I shifted in front of you as she began to move forward, whether you wanted me to or not. And then
He doesn't
just
say
grab
anything.
that and give it back to you, and then immediately
But
go over
he
to
gives
Win.
you a weird look when you hand him the sword.
Look, I don't want that. Fuck that thing. It's huge. How am I supposed to sneak with that?
So I think that our lesson here is that you shouldn't give the sword to Win again, right?
Don't.
Yes.
Well,
Not giving
they
anything
didn't.
to Win again.
I know you did give the sword to. Win also has your sword, right?
Yeah, she's
Razor,
got mine.
yep.
Razor.
Don't tell me that
Anyway,
one is correct.
You okay? That happens.
It's
Razor.
a,
While that happens,
it's a magic sword.
Razor.
So many burdens.
You're reaching out. You're grabbing on. You're having visions. You
Okay.
see a big central eye surrounded by mass of black tentacle things. You see You see a library full of books all over the place. You see yourself. Your hands are the wrong hands. They're not your hands. Poring over books, looking at all the cool stuff that's here, the knowledge that's within, just having full access to it. You see the person, one of the people who was dead at the shrine, is walking around smiling. They embrace. They hug you.
Mm-hmm.
They move off. They're all looking at books. And then you kind of come to, there's a brief, like somebody had a camera flash go off in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then your eyes kind of are adjusting to the dark. Everybody else, the one light source that was down here goes out as Razor, you come to with your hand over top of the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And then the woman laying there opens her eyes and goes,
But we don't see her open her eyes because we can't see.
I mean,
yeah.
we're also a little occupied with an entirely different issue.
So all that stuff is happening behind. You do that. She goes, and maybe in a moment of silence, you hear her gasp over to the side.
I'll gently put a hand out, and you're safe. Hermaeus Mora sent me to find you.
Alander. Where's Alander? She kind of sits up and is looking around. It's dark.
I'll bring some illumination, and I'll cast light.
I'm going to give you a fate point and the fell spells.
Okay.
The fell spells.
The
Those
fails.
fails.
Ooh, the
Exactly.
fell spells, yes. It's one of the worst curses.
Damn it. It always happens. Can somebody light up a torch?
As we're in the middle of this mini crisis, it's happening.
Razor turns around to see Vale holding a collapsed Win. Bertolus looking very confused, and Neo.
Actually, Bertolus
stoic
would
as
be in like a
usual.
defensive stance because the light went out and somebody gasped, and now he's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
What the hell's happening?
I
Somebody
don't
light
have a torch.
As you're like holding us
I don't think I have a torch either.
Very
Side note,
everyone upstairs now.
My fell spelled.
Where are the stairs?
Look, use your.
There should
they're right over there.
There should be some light coming from upstairs.
There is a little bit of light coming from upstairs. That's true.
Leads downstairs. So we'll.
Okay,
we'll
hold on. I gotta
follow that
find.
and go upstairs.
I'm gonna
Unless
try
you
to
shut
find
the door, which
the mayor, and I'm gonna drag him back upstairs.
He is moving. by the way. Now he's slowly got less and less stiff, and he's gotten his arms out underneath him. He's trying to like push himself up and move his legs.
I grab him by the ankle and I pull him upstairs.
Oh.
He starts grunting. And then he stops grunting.
Mm-hmm.
I
And you
also
re-
help.
You're halfway up the stairs when he stops grunting, and the veil, like you noticed he was just.
No, I was
hitting
going to
his
help
head.
Lynn up the stairs.
Oh, right. Never
As
mind.
opposed to the mayor. So never mind.
He just stops making noise about halfway up, and you get him up the rest of the way, and he's passed out, you're pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's had a lot of ups and downs tonight.
He felt.
I will give you a fate point.
Yeah,
fate point.
I take a fate point for that.
Yes.
As soon as everyone gets upstairs, I'm going to tell everyone to take a seat.
I do
So-
not sit.
I'm still very out of it.
Yeah,
Jaden,
make sure Lynn gets to sit down.
Jaden,
Right.
she's also probably needs some help. She seems weak.
Yeah, I'll help Jaden. I'll
I
put her in a chair.
I find stuff to tie up the mayor. Put a napkin in his mouth. Put him in the recovery position.
You maybe notice that the door to the bedroom cracks open, and you see like eyes quickly peer out, and then slowly closes back.
Yep.
That's the mayor's wife, for anyone who doesn't know. I think she's
Oh.
has
If there's
not been involved.
If there's a table, I put my head down on it and I like do like a heads up, thumbs up kind of a thing.
Sorry for all the noise, ma'am.
Perception rolls as well.
I'm not gonna roll. My perception is.
I'll let you, before we reveal these results, I'll let you say what at least at the start, what you want to say, Rob.
Okay. Everyone sits down or stands where they are. Razor will grab his the bottle that he's had in his hand, think about taking a swig, look at it, and immediately just toss it into the fire.
That's it. I must be hallucinating. This is a bad nightmare. Got it.
I'm still asleep. I never woke up.
I was like, I managed to solve the magical issue here, but the point of the matter is, what the hell was that?
The hell?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Did you all just temporarily go downstairs and take leave of your senses? Did you just inhale a bunch of poisonous spores and lose your mind for a hot second?
I don't know. She wouldn't give me my sword. I needed it back.
I don't know what came over me. And like she looks really she looks really pale. I've never experienced that before.
It wasn't you, Win.
Yeah,
That sword was a gift from a Daedric prince, and none of those gifts are to be taken lightly, especially one from Clavicus Vile.
I didn't know what it did or what it could do. I honestly didn't think. I reacted because Neolithnith was going to get slaughtered.
They're all dangerous, and they all need to be used as if they could kill any one of us at any point in time. Dropping your guard at any point is something that cannot stand.
I either had to use it and keep Neolithnith from dying, or let her get stabbed. I would do this regardless over and over again if I had to.
Bertolus, Razor, Neo, you guys notice out the window that there are a bunch of villagers moving around town right now. Continue.
Regardless, the sword issue will be resolved later. I just need you all to understand the seriousness and that we need to be more cautious moving forward.
I'm not going to ever wield that sword again.
Yeah, I'm just not going to let anyone else touch it. And if I get weird, why don't you stop me, okay?
That
Guaranteed.
was the plan.
Wait, you already had a plan. You know what? Never mind.
Of course
Razor?
I had a plan.
Where's the Daedra?
He's outside.
Doing
God.
nothing. He dropped his
Jane-
sword. I'm giving him your sword back.
I step
Oh.
outside.
Well, Razor, you stay here with Jaden. I'm going to take Vale outside and we'll deal with this. You two, pointing at obviously Christina and Aaron. Deep breaths. Do whatever Razor tells you. And I'm gonna take Vale outside.
Jaden
Razor.
is like,
I'm taken aback by that a little bit.
I'm glad that you guys are resolving whatever it is, but has anyone seen Alander? Do you know who?
Could you just describe him to me?
Describes one of the dead bodies, the one that you saw in the vision.
I'm afraid to.
Breton, about this tall, brown hair.
I'm afraid when I came across Hermaeus Morris' shrine, he and another one were dead.
Oof, that's rough.
You take Vale outside. There are people. Some of them have candles, a couple have torches, and like they've come out the house. They're kind of neighbors are checking in on each other, and there's maybe a couple group of the more upstanding citizens that are kind of making their way towards the mayor's house, where you as you step out.
Do your thing, Vale. I'm here to help you. Be as honest as you like. I think that'll help here.
For once, honesty is gonna help us. Maybe.
It's that lad from the day before. Let's see what he has to say.
Yes, as I said before, it is not a good thing to rush to judgment, especially when the lives of people are at stake. That is why we have done some further investigation and come to the conclusion that these were, in fact, cultists of Verlander who were doing nefarious things, including the deaths of others. And we now have the mayor in captivity, and the cultists have been dealt with as you originally had hoped we would. I see that you are all up, though. Have you had strange dreams this night?
They all kind of look at each other. Everybody in my household all woke up at the same moment. Just a little while ago.
That would be the Vermina's cultists' influence dissipating as we dealt with the problem.
Yes, I believe it is solved, but there were some fatalities, unfortunately.
Wow. I guess they kind of look at each. They're not really sure what to do. They were coming to demand answers about what the hell just happened, and now they have those answers. They're not really sure what to do with it. They kind of stand around for a little while. They look at you. They say,
It should be safe to go back to sleep.
This is probably a matter we can deal with in the morning.
Yes.
Everybody's like, got dreams I want to get back to.
Plan for a new mayor, figure out who gets...
They were already planning on an election. Weirdly, that night, they were all feeling like they were thinking they might vote for the mayor again.
Well.
I have a feeling that the scandal's going to cost him at least 9 points in the polls.
Which is, just 9 people, because there's just 100 people who vote. Something. Okay, back inside. Jaden looks very sad.
I'm gonna comfort Jaden, mainly because the loss that I have is still so raw and acute. And I'm still very raw from whatever the hell happened to me. So my emotionalness is a little bit doop. So I'm gonna comfort her.
She looks at you. I mean, it's at first you're a stranger,
right.
But after a moment, she kind of She's got like defenses that kind of come up, and then you being calm and steady, kind of. She relaxes, and kind of leans into you a little bit. Then she starts feeling around, like in her pockets, and she's like, "Was there any personal items that
I didn't
were
go through much of their personal items. I did take a few of their books out of habit.
books?"
Seemed interesting. And I'll show her the books from my pack.
These are my books.
Oh, well, I'll return these to you then. Interesting reading.
Oh,
I highly recommend the Where Were You When the Dragon Broke?
oh, I've read it so many times. Oh wait, where were? That's yeah, so good.
Regardless, I should return you to the shrine to complete my deal with Hermaeus Mora.
Deal?
Yes, Hermaeus Mora was quite adamant about returning you to the fold.
Oh, oh, finally! Oh no, Olander, we were so close. She looks around for like some. The wife was listening comes out. She's got a spare, like a pair of extra like slippers. As she goes over to the mayor and like sits down next to him, like shakes his head, and without asking you guys, saying anything, just takes the thing out of his mouth and kind of shakes him, gets tea for him, as he starts to kind of come to. And she, Alander, or not Alander, frickin' Jaden grabs some stuff and looking like she's getting ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Then Vale and Neil Infinite come back in.
Yeah. Teacher's still there. Villagers are fine. Vale did a great job.
I'm sitting kind of close to what's her name, and like I have a comforting arm on her.
Deidre's still just standing out there.
God, he's going to be a problem that I have to get rid of at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll head out.
Should we talk to the mayor?
Yeah, what should we do about him? By the way, sorry about your head, but you were causing me trouble.
I mean, regardless, he's probably going to get kicked out of his village, and that should be suffering enough, being so aimless and without. And she pauses for a second. Without anybody.
Well,
I mean, if nothing else, lying to his villagers and clearly not having their best interests in heart seems like
Let them dole out their own justice.
something they should know.
oh, if I was him, I'd be more worried about Vermina. You see, Vermina might be upset with us for foiling whatever plans she had, but I guarantee you she's more upset with the mayor for failing to complete his end of whatever bargain he made. So
Might be worth finding out if this was Vermina's plan at all to begin with. It seems awful sloppy for a Daedric prince.
Fair. Could be. Regardless, I'm pretty sure that punishments are coming his way.
I'm gonna go rifle through the pockets of his dead cultist companions. So I go back down the stairs.
Have fun.
Well, I'm gonna drink the tea that I did not drink before.
It's probably safe this time.
Yeah,
I mean, I drink it. I'm fine.
It's not really hot like it was before, but it's still warm.
Yeah, this didn't take too long.
Mm-hmm.
It should be good.
Neil, you're going downstairs? Is that
Yep.
what you said? What are you looking for?
Just gonna loot the dead bodies.
Okay. One of them, they have some alchemy stuff on them. Yeah, why not? You like alchemy.
Hey, I do.
Uh,
We can worry about what's on them.
yeah, but we keep saying that,
later.
and then I keep forgetting.
I'll ping you. Money is important to me.
I'll just get that ready then. Okay. You also, do you look around elsewhere? They have steel daggers. One has a steel short sword. They had no armor. Yeah, that's where they're at. They didn't have much. But if you look around more, you find a pack with notes, like journals and notes in it, that are about the Shrine of Hermaeus Mora. Looks like it's Jaden and Alander who are writing these. Yeah. Good enough.
Give those notes to Razor eventually.
So yeah,
thank you for
2 daggers.
keeping me in your mind.
Who else is going to want to know about Hermaeus more than we already do?
Right. Certainly not you.
I'm good. Too many tentacles, eyeballs. Very invasive on the whole privacy front.
No, I'm sure you'd rather prefer something with her scene or nocturnal.
What makes you think that?
No reason whatsoever.
Vale Win, Bertilis. What's next?
After sipping a couple of things of tea, I think it's time to go, right? Like Razor needs to get Jaden to the whatever thing, and I mean, hanging out here at the mayor's house seems, I don't know.
The best thing to do is to deliver the
Uncouth.
mirror unto the villagers and have the villagers deal with it however they wish.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen in the morning. I don't see we need to do anything now.
Everybody's awake enough as it is.
Or
And if he wants to
Trying
just
to give
flee,
him a running chance.
Yeah, or if he wants to run, let's see how far he can run. Vermina will always catch up with him.
True. Very well. I hand the sword back over to Razor. This was dropped, I believe it was yours.
I figured something like this might happen. You know, if you really want a nicer sword, this one does have an ice enchantment on it.
No.
It's not cursed and it won't alter your mind, I can assure you.
Is my sword cursed?
Your sword's always been cursed.
I
assumed
give you a
knew
very
that.
dry look, Bertilis. Like, come on. Really?
I mean, I haven't felt anything like that.
Maybe it's because you haven't really killed to the extent of which I just did.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
well,
yeah,
what?
That's lingering.
yeah, which is puzzling, but
Like,
not.
did you kill more extensively than? I don't know. Anyways, Vale, I think we should go.
Do you kill more extensive?
I mean, dead is dead. But then there's homework dead.
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
I just walk away from the mayor, and let him flee. He has to sleep at some point.
I look at the mayor's wife. And, sorry for all the mess and trouble.
I'm gonna help. What's her name? Especially if she's still a little bit weak and stuff. I'm gonna help hold her and carry her to the shrine.
Wait, so do I come back upstairs to nobody's here except the mayor and the wife? I do? Okay, cool. I guess I'll just clean this up then.
You act as if we know where you are at any point in time.
Probably hiding in the bushes nearby.
Assumed Mia would follow us, whatever.
Yeah. And then
Maybe she's leaving out of the cellar again. I don't know.
It's like, you can't be upset when we're like, why don't they always know where I am?
I'm just very entertained that you would leave me behind with a bound and gagged enemy.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's ungagged now.
I've already seen how you deal with them, and I don't care, so...
Hey, cool. I'm just gonna sleep in this house then to make sure that he doesn't escape.
Yeah, if he just he just dies in his sleep, I'll be like, oh, what a shame.
I mean,
I'll
they're not
chit chat
that
with him if he wants to. See if I can get any casual information about Vermina's
that
plans
works.
with this, but
He's,
I don't expect
yeah,
anything.
He's kind of out of it. He's still technically taken out. But he kind of mumbles, and as you take the time, you're trying to talk to him, and he can't get it out. The wife says to you, "Thank you," in a strange way. I'm glad he's no longer involved in this. It was a mistake.
He will always be involved
And
until
he's
he
still
didn't.
alive.
I don't know if he'll stay that way if the villagers get a hold of him, but you'll have to plead his case, or your case as a couple, perhaps.
It's a kitty! Sorry.
It is.
Do you hang around much longer?
I'll wait until the villagers come for him in the morning, give a
Okay.
very cut and dry explanation of what happened if they don't remember Vale's explanation, and then once the villagers have him, I will rejoin the group.
The rest of the group, you're just delivering Jaden. Okay, so delivering Jaden. The eastern sky is just barely starting to get lighter as Razor, you kind of lead the way to where the shrine is. I'm assuming you're probably just going to go around anyway instead of leading them up and look at the vista, and then going around.
We're just gonna go around.
Yeah. So you go around right to where the shrine is. You cleaned it up a little bit. The two bodies are there, covered. Jaden kind of lets out a one of those things, and
Random point.
she starts. Yeah, she identifies which one is which and runs over to it.
The whole time there, I stay behind Win.
I cast a glance over my shoulder, like, come on, like, really? It's like if I wanted to kill you, you would
try it again.
No, not again. For now.
For now.
Make absolute promises. I don't deal in absolutes. I do.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say something. Well, you said something to the effect of, like, I'm not going to take the sword, or I'm never going to use that sword again, and then Razor was like, you could use my sword if you want a better sword, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
You may consider changing your Ansei Initiate to maybe something different. Just going to suggest it. Just
I
lightly.
take his sword?
No.
Oh.
Rejecting the sword.
Because Ansei needs a sword from
Remember
him?
when What's-Her-Face took your sword away from you?
Yes. Okay.
It's connected. It's about when Dulavir reached out towards the Song of Life, a silvery sword just appeared in his hand. He didn't draw it from a sheath or anything.
I have to figure out how to do that myself. Got it.
Like I said, maybe consider if you want to change it from Initiate to. That's all I'm going to say about it. Anyway.
So I'm going to do ... question mark now.
Yes.
Got it.
Dope.
Hey, I passed a test. I didn't know there was a test to be passed.
I thought it was good. I didn't know it was there either. I just thought it was cool.
Hey, appropriate. Yeah. Very nice.
True tests.
Organic roleplay.
Jaden, after a moment of dealing with the body, looking at the body, she looks briefly and recovers it. Looks over towards the shrine and cocks her head and she goes, that's funny.
Funny how?
She points over to a stack of books that's sitting on the edge of the shrine, just like the lip of it, right underneath the statue. And she says, those are mine. aren't.
I look over at Razor.
Yeah, I'll go up to look at the books.
The books. The one on top is titled "The Marksmanship Lesson."
Oh, I know where that goes.
The second one is "The Doors of Oblivion."
I know where that one goes too.
There's one labeled "Fire and Darkness." There's one labeled "Withershins," and then the last one is called "The Buying Game."
Yep. Nope.
They're all instructional in some way.
Doors of Oblivion. Let's see. Well, interesting. I'll take a look at these books. Doors of Oblivion seems to be more or less up my alley.
It's a lot about conjuration. Turns out.
And I'm gonna guess marksmanship lesson is probably.
Oh, good guess.
Archery.
Turns out it has like a beginner section, but it also has more advanced techniques.
Right. Darkness, Withershins?
There's Fire and Darkness.
Oh yeah, Fire and Darkness.
It's a specific. It's a looking at. I mean, I think these books actually exist, and I'm making it up. But this one seems to be about a specific fighting technique for one-handed weapons.
Ooh.
Withershins?
It's a story about healing.
And the buying game?
It's bartering, talking, fast talking.
Well, let's see. I'll recommend Bertolus have take a look at Doors of Oblivion.
Which one was Doors of Oblivion about?
Conjuration?
Conjuration.
Oh.
I'll recommend Marksmanship Lesson to Neil Ilfeneth.
Who's not here at the moment.
Right. Yep. I'll just hold on to that for now. Fire and Darkness I'll give to Win.
Really? What's it about?
One-handed fighting.
Oh, okay, great. Yes.
And then with Withershins and the Buying Game, I'll give those both to Vale.
So, Marksman. Yeah, everybody note that down. I think that you gave away all the books then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kept none for himself.
You guys can do with those as you please. The short of it is, they are skill books. You read them, you get a +1 on that skill.
On one-handed, so that goes up by one?
Doesn't go up the pyramid or the ladder or the column, whatever. It just put a star next to it, or put a note next to the skill that says you get a +1 on this.
God, where did I put my thing?
Cool.
And once you get the star or the whatever mark, you can only get one per skill. It's not like you can keep reading the book over and over and regain. And technically, I'm not going to let you. Well, it would make sense that you would all be able to read it, but we're going to say the skill you only get one skill bump off.
The magic is used up.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to try and contact Hermaeus Mora again.
Right there in front of the thing?
Yep.
Okay.
This altar seems to be a spot where the border is weak. Try and contact Hermaeus Mora through it.
What do you do?
Basically, I'll basically just try a ritual that summons Daedra, more or less.
Our faces are gone.
Oops, sorry. I forget that I can't click around on that Discord. It does it every time. I want to see what the notification is. I'm like,
But yes, I'm
Do it on this one.
slowly catching on that my blood is apparently some sort of conduit.
I'm gonna, Jen. I got a question or a thing.
I still have a question that needs to be answered, and I'm willing to give you Kevin for it.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Whoa.
See, because I really don't fucking want Kevin anymore.
But he could be very valuable.
He is
We haven't even used him to fight yet.
He is a time bomb waiting to kill us all. Like, please remember that.
Kill you all.
I mean, there's a lot of situations where there is a ticking time bomb for anybody to be murderized.
Should we be worried, Win?
As long as I don't get that sword, we're fine.
As long as I don't touch that sword, we're fine.
Well, that's happening. I am going to offer some peaceful platitudes
Sorry.
What's her name? About the deaths of her kinsmen.
Well, one of them got electrocuted, and the other one didn't. That's what Razor's investigation found.
Yep.
Sure doesn't apologize to me, but she comforts her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you needed babying.
I didn't know this is the kind of person you were.
What do you mean? For my tribe, like warriors, you just do what you need to do and move on. A person like you who holds on to such grievances, well...
Yes, your tribe's perfect. We get it.
No, they're not. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. That's just how it is. But it seems like a lot of people hold on to these mistakes and create such a big problem out of a small something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Here is Win reading the room very well.
Well done.
Anything else you're looking for at these bodies? You're not sure. The one of them is dressed similarly to the cultists, the Vermina guys in the basement. Peoples. Anything else, Win? You see, that's what you hear. The voice of Hermaeus Mora says, I see you all so clearly, except Razor. So shadowed is his soul. Except Jen's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Anything you wanna say there, Razor?
Well, I guess I can't help.
I'm gonna regulate
How my soul is. I suppose it's just a gift of the twilight. But I have a question that you might be able to answer. And I'm willing to give you Kevin and keep him in your service in exchange for answering this question.
Go on. There's silence. I don't know. Does it say anything?
Right. I'm nervously looks back at the rest of the group. It would seem that my essence is tied to oblivion. I would like to know why or how.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Repeats what it already said.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think you already know the answer.
What do you do with Kevin then?
well, I don't suppose you could. I don't suppose you could give me something to clarify what that means in exchange for Kevin, or at least point me in the right direction.
All right, I'll compromise for you. I see. You're not just gonna give that up, Rob, huh? Yeah.
No. Look, you want Kevin, I want answers, goddammit.
But Kevin's gonna be such a fun thorn in your side.
And I hate him. It's a problem. Look, I can keep him around if you really want me to, but I'm giving you an out, Kevin.
Well, the follow-up question is, does it have to be Razor that's in control of Kevin? Because I could have some fun with that.
No.
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 Come on.
None of you get Kevin. Literally none of you.
Vale. I mean, if there's someone that's gonna annoy Kevin the most, it would be Vale.
Yes, until Vale gives an open-ended command where he ends up dead.
So within a few minutes. Got it.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I got this. Hermaeus Mora says, the Daedra are closer to your soul than you might realize.
That... Huh. That's ominous. But fair. Deserves more research. In any case, I assume I can just leave this control device with your acolyte here.
Well, what do you put it? What do you do with it? I think it stays silent. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I'll give the control over to the acolyte. Make sure your commands are clear and specific. Since you're taking custody over him, but I think he'll be of great assistance in maintaining the integrity and protection of this shrine.
Yeah, Vale.
It's the middle of the night, right? And we're hanging out here in the dark in this woods by a shrine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe we should all go back to the barn to sleep till morning. And that probably includes Jaden, I imagine, right? Do you have a place to sleep?
She has a house in the village. She doesn't spend a lot of time there, but she's got her own place.
Never mind.
She and a lander.
Okay.
But she's happy for the company, I suppose. Honestly, she doesn't really want to go sleep alone in her house. She didn't like staying there anyway, really. So, sure, yeah.
Well, she's welcome to come back to the barn with us, and I'm not sure how much sleep any of us will get, but at least rest till morning.
Good idea. That's what she nods. She'll do that.
Razor will not sleep.
I think
she does, though. She's gonna stay since you just gave her the thing. Mm-hmm. What's it called? Where you put your soul in it?
Yeah, the
soul gem.
The soul gem.
Soul gem device.
The control device.
Yeah. You give that to her. She says she's gonna commune with Hermaeus Mora to ask what to do.
A wise course of action. I wish you luck.
Cool. She'll meet you back at the
barn.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Should I stay near in case that thing goes crazy again? Or?
No, it should be fine.
And then back to again, like it's still, I mean, it's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something, I don't know. And you guys make it back. Neo, you hang out there. The wife, she doesn't, she says what she says, and then kind of she gets him up, moves him to the bed, like kind of takes care of his bruises, and you just stay there on the porch in that house.
I'm just gonna stay in the house. Not sleeping, really, so I'm gonna be a grumpy butt tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not that any of you probably will be able to tell. Good old stoicism. I just hang out.
Well, morning does come. The rest of you go back to sleep for a little bit, or maybe you're awake, but you're resting at the very least back at the barn.
I cuddle my sword and sleep.
Comes, the villagers show up. The ones from last night are kind of still leading the pack, and they yeah, that's a good idea. They're like, we're ready to, take custody of the mayor.
All right. Here he is.
They come in the house.
Good luck.
Where the wife is sitting at the table, and she gestures at the other seats when they come in. And they all come in and they go and they sit, and it sounds like they start talking, and you maybe briefly overhear some. It's like they're nice to each other. Some pleasant exchanges, but kind of avoid small talk, and then you walk off, go back to the barn.
Yep.
And you find the others lazing about or sleeping or whatever they're doing.
Assuming nobody else is awake quite yet, because we had a very late night, we'll find my patch of hay and sleep.
Anybody who's still awake might notice Neo come in eventually and quietly make her way over to her little bed patch cot hay area.
I'm gonna
Probably
while
notice.
she's sleeping, I'm going to put like my blanket over her as I get up, maybe.
So you wake up.
Cold. So I wake up and I'm gonna put my blanket over her, but then I'm gonna go off.
What are you gonna go off and do?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna kind of take in the surroundings. I kind of need some time because I'm still kind of raw from all of the stuff that's happening. The sword thing, mild possession, whatever it is. Because I've never felt like that before, and it's very disconcerting to my character.
Yeah. The words of Naomi come to you about being in the moment, about her meditation stuff, clearing your mind.
That's what I'm going to do then. I'm gonna meditate. That's what I'm going to do.
Nice. Yeah. You'll be a Jedi. I mean, and I'd say yet. The rest of you, so a little bit of time passes. Vale, Razor, anything else?
For me, I'm mostly just staying up all night and just sitting, probably smoking a pipe and thinking. Very much staring attentively at a wall or something.
Jaden comes by. She's got a piece of paper, and she comes up to you guys, and she's like, my master bade me give you this.
I'll take a look at the paper.
It's folded up, kind of unfold it, and it's a map of the nearby area, a decent map of the nearby area. It shows the southwest Jural Mountains, on it,
Mm-hmm.
in that handwriting that you have in that book,
Right.
is marked where Sancretor is.
Mm-hmm.
There's other places on the map here marked. Some of them are just markings with symbols, and then one of them says the Battle of the Pass. Yep.
Well, I'm sure we'll pass some of those places on our way to Sancretor.
Oh, and it's labeled at the top Dragon Pass. Dragon Pass or something.
Dragon Pass.
Dragon Pass.
Okay. Interesting.
There's a key out there somewhere.
A more detailed map is always useful.
Yeah, and so it shows you, because you didn't necessarily have a map. You kind of know where Sancretor is, but you don't know exactly. This pretty much points you right where you need to go.
Yeah, this map definitely helps us. He'll shave off a couple of days of searching. Excellent. Thank you for your assistance.
So thank you. If you hadn't come by, I would have been stuck in there, Vermina's web, in her madness.
As many,
they were
seen
spying.
That fate.
They were trying to learn what Hermaeus Mora had shown me.
I assume that by your tone, they didn't get what they were searching for.
I was having dreams of looking at books that were filled with knowledge from Hermaeus Mora. Knowledge of my research. I'm worried.
But I assume they didn't find what they were looking for.
She shrugs. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. They either did, and they're dead, or they didn't, and they're dead.
Fair.
Mostly.
Well, personally, I don't think they found what they're working for, but that's mostly because Hermaeus Mora's library has no organization. So, trying to find the exact thing you're looking for in Apocrypha is almost an impossible task. Often,
maybe that's why they were trying to use me.
Yeah, often you'll find what you're not looking for.
Neolilphinith rolls over on her hay bale, looking tired and mildly grumpy. Well, as tired as she can look. I can't say she looks grumpy because I can't. Too stoic. Word of warning, though, Jaden. If they didn't get what they wanted, they will continue to hunt you. Some predators never stop hunting. Be cautious. Then I'm going to roll back over and go to sleep.
Nice. She takes it to heart.
Which is just as well that we leave Kevin with you.
Yeah.
A name
she
he
nods.
hates, I assure you, but...
Fascinating creature.
Yes. Fascinating and deadly. Always keep
Hermaeus Mora will know what to do.
Working with him.
Okay, guys. She leaves. She goes off on her own. And you guys can stay in the village for basically as long as you want. But it's also good time to get back on the road if you want as well.
I think we should press on.
One more day wouldn't be a bad idea. Most of us did not get a full night's or a well-rested night's sleep.
And I think we'll get a better night's sleep once we're out of here.
I do prefer sleeping in the woods.
All right. Oh, Greg.
Surprisingly enough, I don't think the villagers hate us or anything. So
good news.
I think they're happy to have us around.
Random question. Did they ever get your guys' names?
I'm sure I gave mine, but I don't think I gave anybody else's.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, Vale is
cool.
Probably the only one who actually gave their name.
The stories in the future will tell of some
Vale and friends
crazy story of
We're gonna be relegated to friends. Great. That's a
Well, it's
I'm
better
okay
than
with that.
Vale and bodyguards, right?
I mean, that's true. Rather
Vale
than friends
and
and bodyguards.
Vale and his
His
merry men.
entourage.
Gang.
Oh, merry men.
I think we get there's going to be a brief travel montage as you guys
For men in tight.
move further towards the mountains. You pass soldiers, Imperial, like 20 of them, marching past you in single file on the road, on the trail road. The roads are starting to get less road-like and more trail-like up here.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's amazing.
And they walk past you.
Yep.
Vale and the Vale yet.
The Valettes.
Valets. Anything specific in the brief travel montage up towards where Sancretor is?
I mean, does Lilfineth keep my blankie, or is she gonna give it back to me?
I give your blanket back.
Nothing. Fine. Packs it away.
One of the following nights, when Bertolus has watch duty, Nia will go sit by him again.
I too need to make reparations with Bertolus. more so, like, with well thought out words than what I did before. So whenever that can happen.
Yeah, during this trip, Razor is quiet and has not been drinking.
Snag one of his booze bottles to take to Bertolus.
Yeah, he doesn't notice.
What? The ever-loving Cracker Jacks.
Well, he stopped drinking. I'm gonna start.
Oh, goodness.
It's conserving alcoholism.
Yeah, I've passed on the alcoholism to Bertolus. The curse is his now.
Yay!
Vale, Bertolus? Travel montage things? Reading your books?
I think I have
Yeah.
anything other than reading books.
Books. Everybody reading their books as well?
I mean, between reading my books, I really want to sit down and talk to Bertolus about what happened.
Yeah, I
Sure, yeah. Take a few
have those
minutes, do it.
conversations with Neo and Win.
Wynn apologizes, but she eyes the sword. Perhaps you should look into getting something else instead of that. If that was able to do what it was able to do to me, eventually you're going to go down that road, and it's a very dark one indeed. You have to ask yourself, is it going to be worth it to become somebody not your own?
I appreciate the concern, but what happened to you might not ever happen to me. I've never felt anything like that from this sword.
For the moment. Just approach it with caution. You are a friend of mine, and I do value you for who you are, but if it's even able to do just even a little bit of what it was able to do to me for just that small moment.
I know you're trying to apologize here, but all you've done lately is talk about how weak I am. And I'm much stronger than you think.
Weakness comes in many forms, and I do apologize for the way that I've been treating you. My customs are vastly different than your own, and I'm trying to understand all these different things, and it's a bit overwhelming. However,
Eventually you have to stop hiding behind customs of your people.
I'm not hiding behind anything. I am very well aware of what's going on, and I try to make the steps accordingly. You, however, you have more than just your duty to Vale. You have a duty unto yourself, and eventually you'll find out who you are and step away from your father's shadow, and that of Vale's too. You are much more than what you think you are, and you need to start believing in that.
You don't know who I am. I have my fate, and I accept it.
There's more than just fate.
Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes people are just destined to do what they're destined to do. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't. But perhaps there is more than that, too.
I like it how you're saying that in the background. Vale kind of walks by. You're destined to do, and he kind of what you're destined to do, and he's just there.
There is fate, true. But it's how we get there that determines a lot of us and who we are. Keep that in mind. You are a friend. And I worry about you. And I'm not saying things out of spite or anger. I'm just wanting you to realize and hopefully know that you have a lot more support than you think you do.
I know where I have support.
Very well. And she gets up and walks away.
I think, Neo, you were there for that whole conversation. You were sitting right there.
Just sitting somewhere on
okay.
the side, just like restringing my bow, maybe checking my arrows, and sitting there like, it's the worst apology ever.
She can't apologize to save her ass.
Humans, am I right?
Humans.
The way she apologizes is like, you can be better.
When
Is
leaves,
that about
and I just
accepting
look
your
at Neo
failures
and I'm like,
or something?
what the fuck was that?
Something like that. I'll just get up and go sit next to Bertolus and we'll share a moment. I probably won't initiate anything. I'll just sit there, bring my arrows with me, and like smoothing the fletching, making sure the shafts are straight, checking the arrowheads.
Roll perception, Neo. I mean, everybody
Oh,
can,
dear.
but Neo in particular.
Oh boy. I closed my character sheet because I thought we weren't done.
I got maybe, 10. There's a spot I want to get to that we are very close to.
Oof. I have more fate points that I haven't spent today.
Yeah.
We'll use I Spy for that.
That's true. I'm a warrior nomad.
Bring it up to 4.
Yeah.
Well, maybe actually, I like that. Win, yeah. You all seem to notice there are an unusual. There's a type of bird that you're seeing a lot of. It might be the same group of birds or bird. I don't know if you can identify. Take a scholar or something to identify the bird. If you want. But you see this as you continue traveling. 3. Is that a 5 on your scholarship there, Win? Was that? Oh no, that's your new. Sorry, it's below on the.
You want me to scholarship things?
No. You don't know. It's a bird.
No.
All birds are the same.
I spotted the bird. That's as much as I get.
For funsies, Razor, do you have difficulty? Can I have to it takes you a little while as you guys travel that you get a good look at it, and you think they're nightingales.
Huh. That has significance.
Yeah, it might.
I'll just
Yeah.
refer to them as like, oh, Neo's birds are
Who
following
got
us.
high perception?
I have
Who got the
birds.
highest?
I
Why
got
would
a
I have
5 for
birds?
perception.
Aaron got a 5.
These aren't native to Valenwood.
You got a 5.
Why would they be named after a Bosmer?
The birds are
Makes sense.
mainly following Neo.
Yeah. Which is
What?
which is also why I said Neo's birds. Like the fact that they're following you makes it even better. It's like, yep, Neo's birds.
I'm confused about the whole thing.
Yep, they keep showing up.
Please,
that's weird.
don't tell me you don't know.
It's like you'll wake up in the morning and it's sitting on a branch, the closest branch it can get to where Neo is. And anyway,
Well,
that's what you know. It's not maybe that obvious, but the people with 5s are the only ones who really
Right.
pick up
Could
on
you
that.
explain it to me, Razor? Because I don't understand.
The birds are nightingales.
And
Anybody? Anybody at all?
I mean, I know about them from a fauna perspective, but I don't know why that would be relevant. Are you telling me I should use their feathers to make arrows? Because I can. I don't need to.
I wouldn't recommend it. No, nightingales have specific significance to the Daedric Prince Nocturnal.
Oh, I always think of the shadows with her.
Well,
Is there a shrine nearby, do you think? It's been a while since I communed.
it's possible. The fact that they're following you seems more interesting to me than the fact that nightingales are following us.
How can you tell that they're following me?
Oh, they're definitely following you.
yeah,
Ah. Fair enough.
How's the view from under the bus?
In fact, and I point, and there's like one
Pretty
right behind us
consistent.
looking at you.
Well.
There's one just on a branch above you right now. It's like, yeah, definitely following you. Which is why I thought it was cleverly funny of me to refer to them as your birds.
Ah,
Knee slapper. Hey, as you guys are having
so
this
proud.
conversation, you're moving further up, getting up into the actual proper mountains here. Different passes, and like, you could spend a lifetime wandering all the different paths and trails and things up here. I'll take, let's do a perception. One more perception.
I can't roll as well as I did last time, I don't think.
Don't you just love the all-group perceptions? The best mechanic in the game.
Yeah, instead of all, like,
This
3
thing-
pluses, I get 3 negatives. Woo!
Me too.
Yeah!
The Bertilus over here.
You can call me Eagle Eye.
I'm not doing very well. I'm too distracted by the birds.
Yeah, Bertilus, you will realize what's going on pretty much right away. You guys come around the corner, and everybody except Vale and Wynn see like there's a tree that kind of comes down close to the pathway where it gets quite thin. 2 soldiers are kind of they're working on something right there. They're kind of trying to do it quietly and quickly. But you guys managed to see them. Bertilus, you're like, oh, trap. This is a trap. This is an ambush. And you like look up and you can see in the hill, like on the either side of you, in bushes and stuff, up along the ways, is maybe with a 7. You'd think there's less than 100 of them, but there's maybe more than 50 who are. You also with the 7, they are wearing imperial outfits, though they're fancy and cool.
Mm-mm.
Oh, poop.
Be screwed.
Well,
I mean,
surrender's always an option.
we're probably so insignificant we're not the people they're looking for, so the
So my initial reaction is to just yell, it's a trap, retreat, get back. And I'm gonna like start shoving Vale back down the trail.
Oh.
And then everyone else. But I guess we'll see how far we get
that's
there.
it.
With us, like, I still struggle with the idea that people are actually, like, a great amount of people are after us.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely on alert now.
I mean,
I have an Elder Scroll.
And I have a lot of daggers. I don't understand.
We've had
boy.
multiple groups of assassins after us.
I mean, then we took care of them. I mean, what's 2 or 3 more people?
It's. Do you know
The gist is when we're leaving.
Do you know what escalation is? Like, I'll explain it later.
So you guys retreat a little bit.
Yep.
The trap
see how they
doesn't.
react.
Whatever, if it was a trap that was set for, it doesn't spring. Or Bertilus got you out of there before they could all just jump out of their hiding spots and pelt you with arrows or whatever they were going to do. But instead, what happens is you see one of them stand up and kind of look around briefly. This is why I was glad we were talking about beefcakes earlier. This beefcake of a guy
Oh.
who you might recognize. He had a cameo very briefly. He looks like The Rock and Chris Evans fucking put together. He's muscly as hell. When you recognize his ass, because that's what you stared at the last time you saw him.
Was it?
Do you remember that at all?
Nope.
Great. Perfect. You don't.
A lot's happened between
I
now
don't
and
remember
then.
him, but I remember that ass.
Right. Did I fight him once? No, he'd be dead if I did.
Right.
I think.
Was it just one night of passion? No, I don't remember.
He puts up his arm as you guys are kind of retreating away, and comes closer. He says, "Ho, travelers!
Yes.
You're not our quarry.
Oh, cool.
I knew
At
it.
least, I hope you aren't. You do not look like one of Sulla's soldiers.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're not
I don't
associated.
know who that is.
Is everything okay?
We're not soldiers. We're
It's
Sorry, you
dangerous
just
in
made
these
us a-
parts. There's a war going on up here.
we're aware, but we have business.
Mm. Well,
Mind if we just head on through then? Kind of in a hurry.
I can't. You should stay back here for now.
Why is that, if I can ask?
There are, like I said, enemies about. We're setting this trap for them. I can't let you... If I let you go forward, it puts you potentially in mortal danger and also potentially upsets my plans. I can't have that happen. I just need you to wait or find an alternate means around.
Alternate means. You got it. We're going off the trail, boys.
Okay, but that guy, and that guy, real easy to spot, so...
Think about
Bertolus, you're going that guy, and that guy, and then that guy steps up and looks at you, and you look at him, and he goes, "Bert!"
Damn.
Oh shit.
It's one of your dad's friends. He was in the Knights of yeah, he was a member of the Knight of the Dragons. He left. But it's been a while. He came back briefly after the Oblivion Crisis, but then he left again. He's older.
Sirius?
Sirius now, his name is Sirius.
Craig, I love it.
Bert, what are you doing here? And then you hear shouts of contacts, and they all look at each other and like, then they stealth, and that's what we'll wrap up for now. Psoriasis?
Cirrhosis?
I mean, cirrhosis should. Yeah, that's
psoriasis.
Right. It's plaque psoriasis.
Definitely need a NPC or named Sir Riasis.
Psoriasis. Psoriasis?
Serious. I like that one.
Serious.
So let's shorten it to Siri, and we could be like, "Hey Siri."
Yeah, that's what we'll wrap it up. Thanks again. Thanks to you guys. That was fun. That was a good session, I feel like. Good times. Chat was popping.
It was
Some
amazing.
dancing in there tonight.
Yeah.
I told Lucas, I was like, I don't think I want to necessarily curse this item. Because I want it to be like a boot. Like, it's supposed to be really cool. And I wanted to... well, I didn't. I guess he got what he wanted. Anyway. Okay.
Oh boy.
I got
It's
you.
just it's cursed to only be usable by
Well,
Bertolus
I
without
mean-
consequence, which
Well, and
is fine.
ultimate power corrupts absolutely, you know? So it's like...
I think it just goes to show that Bertolus has been hearing these voices in his head, like maybe the whole freaking time. His Typhicus file's actually been, and he's just been like, no, ignoring it.
Nah,
whereas Wynn's like, oh, voices in my head. Better do what they say.
More like, is that me?
I guess it's more Christina. Yeah. That is a Christina thing.
That is such a Christina thing, yeah.
Should have known.
That's right. We got it handled. We're fine.
I mean, at least we now know not to give Christina any kind of magical items of questionable intent.
If we do, Vale needs to be right there with a comm spell ready.
Yeah.
Right.
Ultimate de-escalation.
That's true. He's like, I think I'm going to use a calm spell.
I feel pretty confident I will use calm more than the other spell on my list.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's already true. It will continue to be true.
Yeah.
Thank God that worked, though. As much as I was ready to be stabbed, that sword fucking hurts, and I was not looking forward to it at all.
But what could have come out of it would have been some really good role playingness. But I still liked what I did with Aaron's character. Like, my apologizing was so good. And Aaron's like, what the hell?
I'm sitting there handling the problem, and you guys are like back here doing the sideshow act.
Meantime.
It's like, all right, apparently I have to use my best principal voice. You're all in trouble.
Stop fucking with Daedric artifacts!
Get it together.
I like how we had to sit down, and it was like you were angry dadding us. We're we're gonna sit down and discuss what happened.
We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about this. You damn kids.
Hooligans who have come attached to just a wee bit.
I'm gonna end the stream here. Say goodbyes.
Yep.
We'll continue the banter.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.